Se wani kuma kokoda se wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho ba ye den eman se wani kuma kokoda se wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho ba ye den eman se wani kuma kokoda se wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho ba ye den eman se wani kuma kokoda se wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho ba ye den eman se wani kuma kokoda se wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho ba ye den eman se wani kuma kokoda se wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho ba ye den eman se wani kuma
ye ma wo kwan se be ye djuma djuma no want man ye obi ya be ye djuma yi na sese wo tena abonten se ye ma wo kwan ye djuma no bi mengin de se Ghana fo be penesa ye ma wo kwan se be ye djuma djuma no want man ye obi ya be ye djuma yi na sese wo tena abonten se ye ma wo kwan ye djuma no bi mengin de se Ghana fo be penesa ye ma wo kwan se be ye djuma djuma no want man ye obi ya be ye djuma yi na sese wo tena abonten se ye ma wo kwan ye djuma no bi.
The lives of the people of Agbogbolosi matter as much as the lives of the people of East Legon or cantonments. Enti yeba hano yebesi toilets amamu yebesi toilets in all yebesi 8-unit toilets, 4 8-unit toilets, 32 toilets in all, among the people of Agbogbolosi. Usori na uko toilet, uya ubejari enyasa. Ubejari. Usori na uko toilet, uya ubejari enyasa. Ubejari. Enti yebesi bath houses so akaho. Yebesi 24-unit bath houses and 80 in all. 24-unit bath houses. Say there mubenya ebi mubeko na mujare anapa.
And your statement is fallacy of argumentum ad hominem. Fallacy of Latin, fallacy of argumentum ad hominem. It's simple terms. The statement is a fallacy.
Wow.
Fallacious. And your statement is fallacy of argumentum ad hominem. Fallacy of Latin, fallacy of argumentum ad hominem. It's simple terms. The statement is a fallacy.
Wow.
Fallacious. And your statement is fallacy of argumentum ad hominem. Fallacy of Latin, fallacy of argumentum ad hominem. It's simple terms. The statement is a fallacy.
Wow.
Fallacious.
Always speak negative words. Ma asem papa through no emla. Always speak negative words. Ma asem papa through no emla.
Mwa. 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 Mwa.
se wani kuma kokoda se wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho ba ye den eman se wani kuma kokoda se wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho ba ye den eman se wani kuma kokoda se wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho ba ye den eman se wani kuma kokoda se wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho ba ye den eman
ye ma wo kwan se be ye djuma djuma no want man ye obi ya be ye djuma yi na sese wo tena abonten se ye ma wo kwan ye djuma no bi mengin de se Ghana fo be penesa yɛma wo kwan sɛ bɛyɛ adwuma adwuma no wantema anyɛ obiara bɛyɛ adwuma yi na sese wotena abɔnten sɛ yɛma wo kwan yɛ adwuma no bi mengye ndi sɛ ghanafoɔ bɛpene sa
always speak negative words ma asɛmpapa mfiri ɔno mu nyade ɛmmra always speak negative words ma asɛmpapa mfiri ɔno mu nyade ɛmmra always speak negative words ma asɛmpapa mfiri ɔno mu nyade ɛmmra
upon us with mercy. So those of us who have common sense and are on social media and are writing, why is the president giving 25 million and this and that and talking plenty and the cathedral is going to cost you to lose elections? No one will lose elections before because he built a cathedral. We will see in this country. We will see it that no one is going to lose election because he dedicated a prime land for God. Judges were living in that place. Ridge is one of the choicest lands in this country. And they said, take the judges out and put the temple of Jehovah here. And they said, take the judges out and put the temple of Jehovah here. And they said, take the judges out and put the temple of Jehovah here. That's what Solomon did. And they said, take the judges out and put the temple of Jehovah here. That's what Solomon did. And they said, take the judges out and put the temple of Jehovah here. That's what Solomon did. Now, because David obeyed and he created a temple through his son Solomon, can you imagine Jerusalem 5,000 years after the fact? They still call Jerusalem the city of David. Upon us with mercy. So those of us who have common sense and are on social media and are writing, why is the president giving 25 million and this and that and talking plenty and the cathedral is going to cost you to lose elections? No one will lose elections before because he built a cathedral. We will see 25 million and this and that and talking plenty and the cathedral is going to cost you to lose elections. No one will lose elections before because he built a cathedral. We will see in this country. 25 million and this and that and talking plenty and the cathedral is going to cost you to lose elections. No one will lose elections before because he built a cathedral. We will see 25 million and this and that and talking plenty and the cathedral is going to cost you to lose elections. No one will lose elections before because he built a cathedral. We will see in this country. We will see it that no one is going to lose election because he dedicated a prime land for God. Judges were living in that place. Ridge is one of the choicest lands in this country. And they said, take the judges out and put the temple of Jehovah here. That's what Solomon did. Now, because David obeyed and he created a temple through his son Solomon, can you imagine Jerusalem 5,000 years after the fact? They still call Jerusalem.
Mua. 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 Mua.
All right, good evening and welcome to With Audio Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Ekoberu Taylor. It's exactly 4:50 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. It's definitely 8:50 in Ghana. Welcome to the most authoritative political talk show on this planet. We are live on TV, we are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube, we are live on TikTok, and also live on radio tonight. This show is streaming live on Loud Silence TV on Multi TV across 22 African countries, including Ghana. Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. We're also live on radio. If you have an Android device, you can just download Loud Silence Radio. Go to the Google Play Store and download Loud Silence Radio. You can be part of tonight's show. We're also live on iOS or on Apple. Go to the App Store and download Loud Silence Radio. You can be part of tonight's discussion. We are streaming live on YouTube this evening. On YouTube, search for Loud Silence TV. Loud Silence TV. We are live tonight on YouTube. On Facebook, we have two very important platforms on Facebook streaming this show live. Loud Silence TV on Facebook and also With Audio Respect page on Facebook. We are streaming live on TikTok tonight. Our official TikTok name is Kevin Taylor _WADR. Kevin Taylor _WADR. This platform is all over the place. We are blazing on all networks. So if you're picking this feed tonight, I'd like to say thank you very much for helping spread the message. My name again is Kevin Taylor. My producers are called the Ghost Team. As you can see on the screen, we are here to discuss Ghana energy issues. Power outages in Ghana today. so many people are talking. Is it for a good reason? Is it also for the opposition to get some red meat to make noise in Ghana? The Energy Minister, John Jinapor, today met Ghanaians through meeting through the press, what we call Meet the Press edition. He actually made things clear to Ghanaians what is actually causing the power outages. Tonight, we will take our time and break his statements down for every single Ghanaian, reasonable, rational, honest people to have a clear understanding of what is actually happening in Ghana tonight. The NDC government, remember, these are the same people who came in to rescue our energy sector in 2012 to 2016. They are back again to revamp, to make sure it is well sustained. And I know some people in Ghana wish that the NDC government fell in the trap of doomsaw, but we all know the facts are the facts. We will break the facts down tonight for you watching me tonight to also understand what is happening in Ghana. We have other stories. The president has been making some stops, visiting some projects. We will show you what the president did today from last week. That's Friday. The president visited the General Hospital. How is the project going? He also today went to the Accra International Airport, Terminal 2. Something happened there today. We have other issues that's got to do with the Pentecostal Church of Ghana. Statement from their leader. We will address issues on Accra market women speaking on the economy. Ejumara fund is almost open for Ghanaian entrepreneurs to also apply and get assisted by the government. We'll be dealing with issues from minors to lots and lots of things on the platform tonight. It's packed. I can see it here. So tonight, you need to join me to do justice to the issues. Our job here is to make sure the truth prevails. And as you know, this platform has the credibility. We have the hallmark. We have held truth from the first day we put this platform together. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Outages for extended version. And you bring with me Yankopon insure na onsure so Ghana honsam into the matinasi and then you bring you be born some nyina tofa you be dwum ama Ghana for ehu de ekoso ewo Ghana asema da pono so efa eye nyinemu kanea anase lights ehun sensem edum na eso de na ema saa nyoma nyina ekoso eye energy minister eye John Jinapor ende oni Ghana for nyina be kasa e hia eye insentrofo ekyerekye nsem mu na yeso dwumade edi no wa han se ye ba de sebio omoka no brofum no na yabedwum ewo akankasem eno na sebio ya no awowom na yama Ghana for so ehu de ekoso won kran President Mahama ende odi dwumabi ewo Accra International Airport Terminal 2 ho Friday no so odi dwumabi ewo General Hospital bedi ho sankomo ni nyina ensem bebre opono so eye imba sebio ye maamenom ye nananom am digwa ewo nkran eye makola ene eye de impatem ewo nkran edwadifo nyina mpedifo na tenase omde asembi atudwa ama eye aban no yebedi nkomo so afa eye IMF for hu nsensem bi abetodwa yebedi nkomo afa eye Pentecost for asori panyini asem bi okan ye ende abeda pono so a obi a eka hu bi ensem ni bi nsem bebre wa ha yebedwum ama Ghana for ehu ne kura ne midin de Kevin Ekoberu Taylor me ena medi dwumade wo chia me enye sebio senia wo feeling tina mete ha ana enye wakoma bi a obufuo ana se de ewo eda wotim tina mete ya irrespective of a year the ufili and I say baby ufri or some awesome and as I sebio a year in Tomawobo media the damenum and no crown America inti Jumadia mibedi and yet senior ufili into Nameteha. Senka esibia ufili and I say senior wankasano wakuma ba na ubufu ana weni agintam tea anka ne comment na ha bambasam din kama wote ase matenase no ensem no kre ene bibia da enam de beto inti woni menya adwene a enkyere se wunti medwumade no metwa so embassy sa inti osama Ghana fo nyina so te ase ya nya obi nti ne ete ha ensem no kre irrespective of nipa efri no hoba nipa okaye ene inchichirimu etoa so ene na mepese medin kan de hwase ansana dwumade o watena ase sebio so akoma ben sebio efia etiti umu ana sebio se ne ye tete wo no se etia ensem bia ye kan wo ha ene sebio nyoma bia ye gina so kan ye ensem a mesrew nyoma bebre wo ha betuma kwohwe aha eye ensem a kan emu odu emu odene eye ensem a nipa dodo sebio eye hypocrite ana se pesemi nkuminyafo ana se motromodwofo ntumi kan ene ne ye kan wo ha enti onye wadwene ntisi wakoma pi se obetie no kure no etie se ne eya na ene mesrew aha enye wudwumedie a wo se wo hwe pesa anadwi wadwene ye wo so benye sika wadwene ye wo so beko heaven wadwene ye wo so bibia ye ya ene kutie Elder Miracle album utie wo dem a wonko a wadwene be wo so bibia ya nice wa bontene auto fried rice kwa yenji sika wadwene be wo so upia bontene afoka akra yenji sika enti wetumi de Elder Miracle nwum na hyem na weti na ha de ye dwudwam aha nya asori aha enye obi ntini eti ha aha sebio enye obi sika de kyekere ya mia media enti wo feel say platform e wo mpa bebre wo ho kona kwa join anasa kubie wo de ho yenji sika ene na mede shawase ansa na ye dwudwam ama Ghana for ehu de ekọ nipa bebre ehwe me around the world. I really appreciate you being here tonight. Team, stay with me. Stay with me. Omudi omubo mechi dom no ana go steam no go steam for no omoso are you ready ana enyumbre omudi dwumade we nyina ebram nipa bebre ehwe me ma menchia 1 or 2 na yemfa dwumade no enhye so Manchester de obi enim se bia Manchester tie the United yaka kire mo na world champions no mo wey Abidjan for no na mo so meji league no na de na nipa de minse bebre but enyame bi wo ha ye ntan kasanti manfo na de mama ye pressure ba ko pa na so meti ba ko Malam Seidu kan na Malam Seidu catch him so e de o meti ba ko nti mama problem bia ha me na so de Malam they are need mama ko show because I don't know they are menti Malam Seidu din kan catch him 2 days ago say enkofo no beti kan ba ko nti omote ba ko na normal say ye ya nanti ache na sebi o ye ne so no ya hwebo ache nti nim de ekọ it is said with the waka de no waka world champions no Abidjan for no. All right, good evening to Emmanuel Teria watching me tonight. Thank you very much. It's a wonderful Monday evening here in Washington DC. I really appreciate you. Daniel Dagba is also watching me tonight. Mihu Obisi say Ma Bintu is live here. Amina is watching me. Teria Juliana is also live on Loud Talents TV this evening. Mihu Nipebi ete say Danilo. Danilo is back here. Thank you very much, Danilo. Good evening to Ekuya on TikTok. Mihu Luchi TV watching me tonight. Benjamin is live on TikTok. Also, Mihu Gifty Agri live on TikTok tonight. Obiti say a stranger is watching me this evening on TikTok. Big Adams is live on TikTok. Umar is watching me this evening. I really appreciate you, Umar, for being here tonight. Mihu Obiso says Samuel Sego watching Kevin Taylor and the Ghost team. MS at 4 is watching me. Hassan is live on TikTok. Turai Ali is live on TikTok tonight. Honorable Beta and Han Beta is watching me this evening. Hassan is live here on YouTube. No, Jemima is live on YouTube. Kim Bob is live on Facebook. Diana Baker is live on YouTube. Emmanuel is back again. Noah Alawia is live on YouTube. I can see Frances Owusu Samson, too many names. Williams Adakwa, Emmanuel Akapo, Rebecca Akapo is watching me. Mariam is live here. J Black is also live here. Also, Vaz Van is watching me. Patrick Emengitia. Good evening, Mr. Nketia, for being here this evening. Good evening to Auntie Monica. Good evening to you got Nevs. Good evening to Lester. Good evening to Mercedes Papa. Good evening to Obia, all the OGs. I really appreciate you guys for being here tonight. Obi say Evans Boache is watching me live tonight. Tofik is live here on this platform. Mariam Abbas is live here. I can see so many people on this platform this evening. It's exactly 5 p.m. US East Coast time. It's definitely 9 p.m. in Ghana. And Obia say Majipene say Ende Jumri Yedi Jumadi and Ebesheso. Ediana Equamente ya nipebi ekekansem. Ediana Ekoso. Bibian Koso, they are able to the Jumadi National team. Bibian Koso, okay, the team, they say everything is fine. All pages are running effectively. And in Bredu, say, Jum Amagana for Ehu no Kreno. I will be sent me to I'm live. Who is this person? Kobla is watching me live. Good evening, Kobla, for being here tonight. Ediana Ekoso Ghana Menti ya Nipeviki Kansem. I would like to put this across. I would like to tell the Obuasi District Police Commander he's corrupt and the IGP needs to look into his activities in Obuasi. You see, Seyabetinani Ekasa, and his name is Francis Eko. I think that is his name. Francis Eko. If I'm wrong, team, get me his name. They are trying to get me his picture. The Obuasi District Commander, he's a corrupt police officer. Otebuasi no ne galamsef, oje galamsef osika nti odwin so oye tough. You see, asem aba And what they are doing at the Obuasi district office, a central police station, want to say, in Kwasiadi, of course, want to say, the district commander, no, or so political to the point, they say, Asamoba, now say, we address the matter, not to work can Kwasiasam. And then it is all can Kwasiasam, you say, I, NDC aba kemitela dwensa na aban aba ono so na aban beba. I get it. Wa aban beba wo MPP ne beba. Ubedi nkwasi asem wo hoba ye be kire wo say wo hye obi ase. The Obuasi district commander, I'm trying to tell the IGP said that man is corrupt. Oko Obuasi district central police station a krono amobon wo ho no obi di ne case ba na omutia bribe eniso no omoje. I'm not going to take anybody out. This district police commander, your friend Francis Eko, is a criminal police officer. Or a crime for. Or a political. Or nigalam say for the tikrobo. And kwasiadia odino, the moment you caution him, she or the police station wadani Obuasi kurasi. And a start na kesiena or a starting galam say for. A start na kesiena or a starting kofo Obuasi. Now, the done another say I ono de emfano ho. Eyeden na aban beba na MPP ne ba obedi nkwasasem more really yebemo atiase se sa Obuasi na wudi so ho no oman na wote so no nipa na ti so amanfo bedi commanders wo ansa na wo kromfo wo ba. You are not better than anybody, and whatever case that wenim wa adwene se obeji bribe. Today I made sure I spoke to the Ashanti regional police commander about you. Now you see at the time obi ana. There are so many district commanders and regional commanders around the nation. Why haven't you gone after every district commander or regional commander? Extortion. Ujin konfo sika, ubu konfo ne konfo yire no moda. Ena wudi galam safe wechi na uji galam fo sika. Yako kan wo se an NDC aba power nti, obetwan wa ban ba obedi nkwasam. Na why na betumi no? Why na betumi the police atade na tata na Obuasi? Sa Obuasi ya obeto we. Did you even qualify to be in Obuasi? Ye be a lot of cases against you. Obetuma survive Obuasi 1 year, 1 week. Chrono ni kwasiade amu ya na Obuasi police ya kasi ye reveal videos any corruption e koso a. Obetuma tena Obuasi 1 week. And you sit in Obuasi and you make everything political. And kwasiade oto wan say ya the case ba na o selective. Where MPP ni, where NDC ni, where MPP ni. Na Obuasi police station kwasiade. And oko kana asem penani buofu ade ha an MPP for NDC for abanti abehwe de besi na wo MPP police ni nti anti de na obetuma ye. I am talking to the Obuasi district commander. Oni na ye Obuasi district commander oni na wo sa Obuasi wo monka chan say me say ose me NDC ni and na make police for ho asem na me na aban beba me say my ready for wa aban na beba no. The IGP should look into Obuasi Central Police Station. Enkwasiade ekoso wo ho no. That man, Francis Eko, oni na di sa nkwasiasem no ho. Into to no, wa adwene ya say, ubedi nkwasiasem ade egu aban ni mase. Na adwene say, aban ni gu a, ana aban ni free so a, ye ba be your president ana. My friend, do you think you'll be the president of Ghana? Do the job. Jai selective kind of job now, you know, tata here for okronim. Amanfo ba na obusa edi ben or the buyer answer ya hwedi panic case amano. I don't care. Do your investigations and do the right thing. But that thing of where the yenimuno, where the yam penema in your way, where the onye MPP ni san kwasiade na odete Buasi, you need to stop it. Me, I'm not going to call for your transfer, but I'm going to make sure you do the job. Untumi nye adwuma na fa kwasi eja adwuma no. Na yemfa obi o competent me say adwuma no. Because from the IGP's office to the last police officer in Ghana, nobody's above the law in Ghana. The way I'm Mesomenya above the law, you are not above the law. And the work you are doing, you are serving the people. You are not the president of Obuasi. It won't mean Obuasi corona umbunko for faso. Now on town police station in fan bedin kwasi asemu jeni pa ebeka say o MPP no ebeba power biem. What bow them now MPP no over padia. Who do you think you are? As a police officer, who do you think you are? Eden na wo na utwetwetwa nsam to nkofo so okronim de oya ne se eche asem ba no akoma ye de asama to so nkwase de oti kronim ya no. If you don't agree with this guy, all that he will do is he will set you up. No, the asama beto so then he finds a way ade che fa ne court. Wey mo fa ne mra, that is the nonsense he's been doing in Obuasi. Now the people who came before you Sala nkomo ya nka unya se adwuma ne ye. Nkwasiade na wote boase ne ka. Uje kura so na nkwasiade na odi nkofo yerenom. Ye tia wo se ye adwuma na obu ofu na wo chen hwan. Who do you think you are? I am going to set eyes on you in Obuasi. I am going to monitor you. I'm going to make sure the right thing is done at the central police station. I am telling you. Me, I'm not going to call for your sack. I'm not going to call for your transfer. But I'll make sure you do the right thing. Why not the right thing? The people in Obuasi will make sure you are kicked out of that place. The IGP himself is even respecting Ghana for. The IGP is showing respect to Ghanaians. The IGP is doing his job. Otebuasi ejejem kwasia galamse fosika. Ya kana obuofu. Ya kana beka say o party akọ opposition o twa ma party aba. O border na party wa be IGP. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Motina Ghana na mo intimidating kwofo saa. Police fo ni bi. Yadebuko baby enkwasiade nkwa assemble police station instead of you to look at the case critically na mu take sides. Who a political policeman meboa. Me say I will record your police station. Bribe na mo jiji no kanta ho no. Obuasi young boys and girls mu intimidate omo no. Mo tata galamsefo by force. Mu galamse na police for madani galamsefo na mugu buase. Abai no eko galamse no na mo jiji sika galamse for all you people you be expose mu nyina. One of the most corrupt police officers in Ghana Obuasi district police commander Kromphobia ne say oto no ye politics or na abuofunu amanfo am ye adwuma ne ka ba benya adwuma na ye ya transformer na musum na mo didi nkwase asem MPP ntina ye police no. You better record mu nyina be bo ama mansan hu nkwasiade amudi na Obuasi ho. For some time me share na me ja Obuasi asem ka because you see oba Obuasi a nipa ni bi agimi ena bi nim nyansa and dodo na omagim na omugungurase omo na election time do beto nkwase aba no masa ko che nwurem. Itiana metena me kacha mo say why should I even waste my time on Obuasi? Because abato oduduru a obo say amanfo ni bi free bom omo free nwurem na omaba na obeto nkwase aba no masa ko nwuredim. Into open puntio na you don't get the necessary development to yen your number one cross because a bibu gunkras what the omni MPP and a chrono say and a mu police for some measurement chrono general national move do boasema than a crumb for mumubi. Some of you this policemen in Obuasi this police central office. Papa friend Francis Eko, you are a criminal. Okay? Today Metisa kind of police station was a me na waban beba. No problem. Me akọ me mentwa waban beba. Me twa wa MPP ni manaba omoba bebo mitu. Me say wa MPP ni ba bebo me akọ bebo mitu. Meba wo ho police station wo no abo mitu. How foolish can we be? And the police officers the police station ekeka nkwase asem. And I'll make sure me know you go to the wire me know. What I'm telling you is do your job. Jai bribe no, jai nkwasiade na Obuasi no, jai nipa na we intimidate you no, jai chrono na the police labor no. I need your picture. They are working to get me your picture. And I will let the people know. And I'm sending this message to the IGP. I'm not calling for this guy's sack. I'm not calling for his transfer. But I'm making sure that this guy does his job. Or you comfort no. I didn't nkwasiade na mo di tukro mo sa no. Mo free baby na mo ba Obuasi a mo treat Obuasi for so be nkrase for. Most times you move free baby near the mobile boys some be commanders or na mo be lead Obuasi pe na mo bu Obuasi for so be nkrase for enkwara some dem some dey asama to omo so all that you need is 200 Ghana 300 Ghana na mo to police double din kwase asam ya kana mo bu ofu ade ya MPP police for obodam na MPP atena wo ho. I will not speak on this matter again. The next time I talk make am wasem ochina no but in the picture ba be kire mo. Me be phone lines more Obuasi for sisi abu some beka for papa we hu. And because of you why you me be phone lines wa ha. Because of who sa Obuasi commander no me be phone lines wa ha. Na IGP hu kwase ade a wo ye Obuasi. Me say the reshuffling na IGP be no look at Obuasi very well. That police officers sa leader na Obuasi no he's a corrupt man. A criminal. O party beba. O try my party aba pa no be botu. Me na o tell me no. O tell me ako. Say men try na party beba. Obo dam na party ba na betumai. You sit there, you are full of shit. In kwase samon kwa. O kana mubuofu. Ya nka omanim. So I'm waiting for your picture. Eba me de be Ghana for. Ochina me phone lines. IGP bottle wan assume in kwase ade otebo aseye. Me bie phone lines are when the 24 hours you be pamon. Obuasefo nankasa me bie phone lines ma buasefo so mo kan wo commander no ho asem e obuase a any 24 hours you be sacked. Yeah, say ye adwuma ne ye, menye selective, menye political. What work kan kwase asem na ye o minimum we. Where do I know you from? Do the job. Now to talk kan kwase asem say an me so na mo TV so na wa ban ne kontu wa ban ne ba na ye be hwe de besi. Na wo de na betuma ye. Onkwasi ade na modezi ti Ghana ho. I will have time for you from tomorrow. Obuasefo ochina. Maybe a phone lines no. Me nke bi o. Obuasefo be kase mamwate wo masum. I will talk to my team tonight. And then we would decide so ochina maybe a phone lines Wednesday maybe a phone lines no. Na maybe a lines no matter what this week one of these days. Maybe a lines na mabuasefo nko. Na maka say omo maye report of Obuasi police commander the oyo okrumo. And the 24 hours, all right, now let's enter the wagon. We call the same strategy. O party beba. Papa we pa esa o bodam o party beba. Enti yanya den. O party ba bo mitu ana so bo mebusuafo mo bo asitu. Dey na be. What will you do? Me expose you dread. Oh, mema police na ti weni so. Okro no a wo bo no bo se mema na ti weni so. Now there is also another story I person can wasem and it's about a year gay pastor to mudifo intim fojo. Reverend Intim Fojo chases gay lover. Reverend Intim Fojo, he chases gay lover. Where did all the very important videos go? Mr. P, I can't find Piotr, I can't find Alaji. All the important videos, I can't find it on my system. Reverend Intim Fojo chases gay lover Angel Maxine to apologize in 7 days or face court. Intim Fojo person or intimidating the gay lover no. Intim Fojo say, I wako friend the lawyers, send the lawyers and send 7 days warning. Omo warning the ex lover the gay lover and say, oh man, 7 days or person gagano. Intim Fojo, the trumu no and once some other until opposite or per crime the court atata no. So one year dia me the court be tatao. It was a crata be trouble and say, oh, the lawyers say, unim the lawyer nkuta jene. Akwana ne mame MP na wedi 12 na mame di 19 enkwasiafo gwa 1 people. Boy na no se be bi no. Sa so boy bi no so lawyer no ai lawyer nkuta jene. Intim Fojo lawyer na sa boy no go gay. That boy or a gay. That small boy. Sa small boy the lawyer nkuta jene. That small boy he's gay. And it no cover sa small boy said the boy should write a letter and put out there. That small boy also we did 15 years and mame di 19 years. Kwasia wo not afraid member to small boy no. Small boy no. He's gay. Now this guy wants to gag Intim Fojo person or yusu allo ya cho letter ya de ato system nim wa obeka me ho asem no me de obeka court me gay lover na obeka am asem no and me man warning 7 days so I apologize here and the oboa he's gagging opese or use court no na you stopping the trumu some no opese e jai kan oboa the gay lover no say he still insists me who zabeka she zabeka you wasiato I've released a statement. Enti wamane lawyer nkuta jene. Lawyer nkuta jene na ne maame di 19 and ono so di 12. Kwasi afo gwa. So I want to tell Ghanaians, Intim Fojo chases gay lover. Gay lover. Bema na onene da. Nipa na onene ye trumu no. Ende Intim Fojo se nenimu guase. Now we share krata no yiba na ɔse an wa ferry ɔkɔ asɔre ntumi preachi sesi an yere krampo ne da na ne yere hwɛ ceiling if you say ohun say sebio oni gay ni na da okwa letter in sama ntimpo do atworo wom ɔse otumi duru fie na ne yere afrɛ de sɛ ɔmfe ne to na ɔnhwɛ sɛ ne to so ana ne to so ɔtworo nyɔma wɔ letter nim kyɛ sɛ ohun letter na ogina ɔkan na ɛyɛ atete abrantie wei ɔse otumi duru fie anadwo bɛ 12 ana 1 na ne yere afrɛ so ɔmbutu wɔ no ɔmfe ne to na ɔnhwɛ sɛ ɔkɔɛ no ni gay lover ne de ne bɛma ahyɛ ne to a kyɛ sɛ ɔse ɛtete ma de ne magu ase wɔ fie ntiesia no ɔwɔne ni gay lover no na wo ne ɔba na ɔyere sɛ fɛ wo to a ɔtwɔ no letter mu yɛ den and wohwɛ si bia ɔkenka nsɛm no wɔ letter nim ɛna odu asɔre dɛm a na amanfoɔ sɛ ne ho bɔn wansena ogyina nipa nim kora no mafɛre ne constituency ne kora fɛre mpo sɛ ɔyɛ nipa ɔfrɛ no ho sɔfoɔ na deɛ ɛyɛ ne ya etwa ne nsurum a ɛyɛ fallacious ne sɛ oduru fie a na ne yere sɛ ɔmutu wɔ no ɔmfe ne to ɔhwɛ sɛ ne to tokuro no emu abia na sɛ emu kesi because ne yere de sɛ ne yere agye atum sɛ amanfoɔ fa ne to ɛno nti na ɔgyina hɔ ama ɛyɛ deɛn wama ne gay lover no warning sɛ ɔma ne 7 days man 2 days also 7 days. So his gay partner, he or she, I don't even know where to put the gay partner. I just want to say intim for your boy or your trumidifo or per se or the idea court tata the gay lover he or she no. Inti baby abe wanse mo bia sini hu na sre. Intim for your trumidifo on kanu kure. Onye nipa baako papa baako kura de oye nyina yem passing trumu or de katane nim guase so obese na asori fo ne yere dwene sɛ yendi ne to enne letter o troye monko kan letter no kura wei okokan ko letter ne kan otumi detailing some kekan some ena me dru fia na ma ferry me yere tumi kasa me mfe me to na me hwɛ sɛ me to no soso ana kyɛ sɛ ensam a okeka ne nyina airtime intim fojo inti we just want people to understand me de he can pay all the money to whoever this person is, but the fact of the case, I establish in trum for trumidifo in trum for jo. Ni diankasan in trum for jo. And what should I have say in trum for jo that be in trum for jo or your trumidifo. Saba power on your correct or your crom for. Seb your gay some kind of bois or the katani gays or two kwaya on him memada. This guy is gay. I wanted you to know, trumudifo. Obetuma explaining obwa. Mamuntie no obwa. On say adia no. Who say si an catch up with him. You see an ye ne to ne ba. Into who the on can ho see the letter beto. Obekoro TV to TV minye gay. Eh. Na who nye gay who can keke. Na obi na one also who kwa krata kwachi gay. Abuofunu. Prove chile Ghana for so you draws near Obama. You draws na feel Tony Hesa or Tutokro no, and bia na mumbia, and a beget so ye gay now ye gay, oh bodam. Now, want to be prove and chess when ye gay. Now, gay lava baka so ye gay, I also win ye gay the engine di. Now, oh, Quacoshambra. Aquatata will be basa already way gay. Now, a better one will be a gay because of the way they talk, because of the way they walk, because of the way the kind of friends they mingle with. No, you cannot use that to judge somebody and say this person is gay, this person is lesbian, because somebody is dressed in a certain way. And the way I would dress, because you dress like a man, but you are gay. Intim fojo. Intimamo masa nyoma way intrum fojo and that Ghana for the dean of the man was school. Your friend intrumu, and oya and here intim intrumu fojo on an TV to TV. And I am not gay. Prove to us. So about not TV, so you people should ask him, are you gay? Or because say, oh no, I am not. Then how can you prove to us you are not gay? Mumbutan is our question. All those foolish people saying in trum for joy and and Musa in trum for joy say. Ask him if you are an intelligent journalist. You ask him. We have heard that someone on social media believed to be your partner, your gay lover, says you are gay. Are you gay? Answer Bemano. Obeka said, no, I am not gay. Then the journalist, ask him, prove to us on TV now you are not gay. Because there are gays who dress like you. There are gays who are pastors. There are gays who are family. There are gays who are married. There are gays who walk like you. There are gays who act like you. So how can you prove that you are not gay before me on TV? Na mama kwasi ampenyi when I'm Ghana. Trumudifo in trum for Jimmy Fower on the mema de dad and I'm Ghana say obeshambra. obeshem retia obi na adwiri mu no odi de ohuni pa ne so oyetumudifo aboofunu wobetuma kire obi odi tumu wo na wo so kire first fi wo to TV so mon kan kire ntum for you say bie ne zip no mfe ne to ne anhwe because at this point you perceive who is gay in Ghana, who is gay on this planet. You need to show me who is gay. You see, there's no logic in this foolish boy nonsense he's doing in Ghana. So in truth for you, prove beyond reasonable doubt. Because Ochina, Muntimin follow beyond Bambanantan and Ghana and country say, hey, where do you or you could besia, where do you address or bar, where do you only pay your monam no samba, into me a gay for all boredom, in truth for you, prove beyond reasonable doubt. He is gay. So in true Mufodio, he's not somebody who is supposed to stand before a sorry poach say or be preachy. Unproven check Ghana for say onye gay. How do you prove to people you are not gay? And he goes to in true Mufodio, prove to Ghanaians. And sana do kwasi akotena parliament akoshemra. I want to ask you people, more championing yekoye koshe gamebra, yankoshe gamebra, yankoshe trumu. Question and say, prove to me who is gay. Because a typical example of a hidden gay, a CIA gay, is in true for you. He is a gay with a chameleon cover or your trumudifo, but so I don't know what say who use to be a gay. It's for you, feel to 1 month for John Finitu or TV do. Umbra TV do not be Finitu. Sama mi we an man we are or say he is giving her or him 7 days. No, this man or woman will tell him, you in team for you, me or no, come in team for you. Prove to Ghanaians that what I am saying is not true, that you are not gay. In team for you cannot prove. Because this man or woman said, you have slept with somebody I know or you have slept with me. Now, it is up to Intim for you to prove, say he's not gay. Now, how is Intim for you going to prove that? How is Intim for you going to prove that? It means I guess I make no problem. Take me to court. I came and said you slept with me. You are a man and you slept with me. Now, you say you did not sleep with me. You are saying you are not gay. Can you prove in court you are not gay? Can you put in team for your prove in court to his or his friend that he is not gay? How are you going to prove that you are not gay? Oh, free. To different true for you. You are sitting on TV and explaining yourself. Now, I'm sorry for now. Mwe Christopher bina mwe Jimmy no. Mwe Christopher bina mwe Jimmy. Me Christo new. But mwe Christopher bina mwe Jimmy no. Ena sanko fu ebe dadamo. Odi trumu. And take advantage of the parliament. And the parliament odi di trumu. And obi a we di trumu so we di trumu. Into ombra me cheche so trumu difo and what TV so onye trumu difo. Ombra gi dwom me hu so onye trumu difo. How is he going to prove that? They be odru fiana na yire so onfe no to. Oje said that form. All right. Enti okanko asem na mu fi no trumu difo. Thank you very much team. Weja. Now there's one thing we want to talk about here. About a year 525, a year Ghana no about 925, and your topic a year energy a year the power outages, and the energy minister a year John Jenapo abekasa bibri I always say ye nyabutre ye dwuma Ghana 40 de kwana senti medwuma de na ebedi no ye be kyerɛ power outages anan kanea nsama aba ho na obi ate ne ho ase janda no de nko bebia saa dede na Joma ama de dum so saa nkwasa sɛm ne adwuma 1992 time anakofo twita freka na saa nkwasa sɛm ne adwuma ende nye adwuma biem. It the MP before na ejimi omo reasonable rational Ghanaians they know dum so bi ambaye it me I'm not bothered. No, I'm not bothered because I know by 2028 from the next 6 months light the jina so yes it me means anyo yan hame enjemi bibia. Nobody is bothered because the government is working. Masa mayan twaso e dos mo ha fucking mami yi ba ko me wie we okay intim for you. Intim for you is gay. Let me cancel intim for you here. All right. And Obuasi, police commander, criminal. Let me cancel that. Those things have been taken care of. Now, there's another story. And it's about a year. Voxy. And this video is on social media all over the place. And I would like to tell the transport minister, any of the people in charge of safety on our roads. Now, there's this video on social media, Obia Airshare, and it's got to do about these Voxy cars. Kana edi sabono no AS 673625. The driver needs to be arrested and Sakano it needs to be taken off the road. So video now is quite disheartening. and it gives reasons in tia nipa bi argue say e was a Voxy car no ye free a Ghana road so totally as a commercial car. In fact, intra-city and now from Dansuman to Mamobi, we need to be very careful and relook at Voxy on our streets because it has become a killing machine. And you see, sometimes say, how are we allowing this to happen? A cheni pewu ansana ya bedwene hu say nyansafo and as a cheni pewu ansana be hu say sebio na nyansa na kakakra. This particular car, and I know AS Kumasi car Ashanti region free because asam na see no in Sawom Kumasi Sawom road, so in Sawom Kumasi road, however you want to say it. A hona sankwa same we see and some people have made argument about this Voxy car, a dangerous car, and he say you to me any form of a commercial vehicle in Ghana, whether intra-city or intercity, it is not even supposed to be allowed. When a car you train with fear, and it's obimpo ediye Uber, and it's obimpo anything commercial, and we have allowed these Voxys almost causing a lot of accidents on our roads. And politicians, when it comes to these things, they try to dilly-dally and make it look like any problem. This is a problem. Now, I'm going to have video, no? So, our Voxy idea way or yeah, no? And if this driver is not arrested tomorrow, I'll say a channel, not Sakano, you free so as a commercial vehicle.
Wow, kwasi asema audio beso ku amanfo ma. Saka yi amanfo mo baby onam. O you overtake no eno akosho wan he. Hwe ka se ba ne baby onam sa Voxy. So on he. Oni he. Ah, ofa ni fa konkran he. Baby onam eno onya baby nhye bi emu yo. Be ma we fo na chi. He eno onya baby nhye no. Won wade a we he. Ka ba ko na gene wa he. Hwe na me nko a he. Kokoma akwawe endesa mo chi sako oni he ah ofa ni fa konkran he baby onam eno onya baby nhye bi emu yo be ma we fo na chi he eno onya baby nhye no won wade a we he ka ba ko na gene wa he na me nko a he kokoma akwawe oni he ah ofa ni fa konkran he baby onam eno onya baby nhye bi emu yo be ma we fo na chi he eno onya baby nhye no won wade a we he kaba kuna jini wa he na me nko a he kokoma akwawe
enya samakaya ka chiri extra time yefo now my men chiro dey see omo and this goes to the DVLA boss, it goes to the MTTDO said and Ghana Police Service for omo hwe eye saa nyoma you see right now no omo register car ni na private and omo using it as commercial. The Voxy for no yes and say omo ko eye transport stations na omako park wo ho car na register na private na eye omo ye transport operators no GPRTU for ne whatever transport union for no wo ho no what they do in say omo ne sankofo na omo Voxy no omo register no private no na omo ne passengers bi o station waka say oh Voxy bi si ha o na okọ Kumasi ohia nipa nsia na ofu VIP na say ofu regular bus na omo je 6 Ghana na Voxy ni beje 4 Ghana na eye station officers for no atam passengers na the ama Voxy for no na omo difference no ahye omo ho it what they are doing right now and say some of the station officers in GPRTU for the so-called commercial buses in Penny no they have told the Voxy for the say omo register car no private omo register the private car omo beko Kumasi omo mra into beko Kumasi station na Voxy Mrs. Wo and it's a private cars. Because now that they have a private car number plate, you cannot arrest them as a commercial vehicle. Now what they do next, they say, "Omoni air station for ni na ewo deal." Station officers, bookman for any the so-called VIP GPRTU bakumpo anywhere on count. Omuni are part of it. Now the passengers leave yama Voxy for no. So you will see this Voxy traveling from Insawom and I say wherever from Accra to Kumasi. Nipo mugunu a full ubusana oh ye nyina na yetu kwan enya commercial vehicle because the plate is a private plate. Now it is up to the DVLA, it is up to the National Transport One for them to start investigations to make sure to clamp down on this illegal because you see car na ekono obega say a private car but they are using the car as a commercial car. And you see there you say station officers ni nyina nim Station officers from VIP to GPRTU to DNDN, all the transport unions, they know about this kind of deal. And Voxina, you see you register as a commercial vehicle, they are even working now more than when they had commercial vehicle plates. So the BNI, the national security, they should get into the system. They can go and plot themselves or plant themselves in the various stations. They will get them. They will arrest them. This car doesn't have to be used as a commercial vehicle. So I drive a AS 6736 25 and I'll see a channel near jail. At least we have seen this thing on national television. We have seen this on TV. Every single person. This guy needs to go to jail for about 10 years to serve as a deterrent to anybody who is practicing this kind of thing. Extra time needs to go to jail. Say, I should drive an Una. Yeah, check it tomorrow. Remember, my people at the DVLA office, check this registration. Me wuni pa car near the dia, me the nipa picture about to her. Say, you would drive an I bet she own an atum. Into wow, we owner of this vehicle. Driver kwado chika we no yini pie from my police station na yen fani ko jina court ni jail no wa saka we ya odia say on pe won asema say driver na nkasa na etwa we will know because we can go into the system and know who owns this car. Enti e ko hu ni park car we na dia na in the next 24 hours ye hu say wo driver na say owner no wa ba police station because we have seen this on TV. Adia we no a criminal. People would have died. And we are going to use you to set example. And I'm telling the DVLA boss, I am telling the people in charge of road, there is safety nonsense now. This is a clear example for you people to prove to Ghana for say, you are not playing games with us. Someone taking action on this Voxy. Say the driver or the owner, they are not arrested, especially the driver. Sometimes the drivers are the owners. And it's like I say, from Ochina Kono, I will get the registration of this car. And when I get the registration of this car, I will get to know the owner. And then the owner, so I'm fat driver now come up police. Am I media no so ye TV so radio so say ya channel air prosecuting. We will make sure say wo sa owner no ye ba be chew ye be make sure say ye be kasa me be chew. Send be ya nya kwase page bi manin fa Voxy endi san kwase adwuma we. Because as I see we say can you be in your camera e capture ya and then can you put more car mu nyina we can because say articulated drivers and I say omo mu twa ahwa car no mutiri mu odin and then omo ku nipa nipa nye aban atusu de and then mahama ba ye and nipa ewu ye benya kwase ampe de num kankan say pro at your politics and then mahama ba ye de they say the accident nkwa enkwasiafo ye maninsi inti wow, we are owner of this car. And you ya ko police station. Naga say me car na Kevin Taylor kan ho asem no. Me ana na mitwi ana me driver nie. Enye sa. So wanye sa ochna. Ye be magana fo nyina ehu. Nipa car we ne dia. Ya chiwa. We will all advocate say or see jail be 10 years. Near do serve as an example. Sane be ya kwase bi ngina aya de ekuro bi so nkase na NDC ba power no ene nipa ewu ene kwan so wu ene ye ntiase na kwase ba bia de num kankan so opuru ase ko jina baby nkaka say ene NDC ba ye no nipa wa na ewu kwan so. We want to stop it. And this is the only way we can deter people from using this car and driving carelessly on our roads. Very important. Let me put this out, team. Remind me tomorrow morning. I'll call DVLA and ask for this car, the owner of this car. They need to print the picture of the owner of this car. We will have to put it out for for Ghana to know. Sankwasiade needs to stop. Voxy is done. You see, not material ni twa ahoma wo ho ne yi no. Ansana ya material no ho adwuma. On say ode material ko material ni a ya will be a friend of ahoma. Thank you very much for bringing in the Obuasi Police Commander's picture. Mame fan chire mo kwasiasem mo tete Ghana. Ana mo Obuasi Police Commander Onie, a very corrupt man. His name is Francis Eko. And I want to tell the IGP, these are the kind of people that will make your job very difficult. Because Ojina police station okasa ono na ban ba. Let this guy. Kwasiasem mo te Ghana. Your mama Juma, nobody your politics, nobody din kwasiasem. You don't know who you are dealing with. You always have to do your job well. And otebuase na nkwasiade okana ne buofu an NDC aba NDC be free power abuofu NDC free power bebo mitu ana Me chose say we juma also the NDC be free power. This man, one corrupt police officer, Obuasi district commander nie. A very corrupt police officer, the IGP, question him out. The kind of investigation I made about Tono Suno. The Juma no retire, he will quit this job. A criminal character. Or to what me see, weekly maybe a phone lines, Mobuasi for Kamasa Machro. Obuasi police station, Chile Wendu. Udu a business, a ska. The Sika Sono, or the case here there, Papa way, Kwasiade or the Obuasi police station. Oh, yeah, no. A Chile Wendu Obuasi police station. This man. A Chile Wendu Obuasi. The moment you enter the police station, that is what he does. And when I open the phone lines, this week, may open phone lines in my Ghana for, na Boasi for Kasama Mati. A liar like that. Now, Ottawa, MPP bidding. I am a party of free power. Yan train, na Kevin Taylor, your party ba power. Oh, party ba power. Make sure say, yeah. Make sure say a chromo there, the wabeto say, Shenipo mo chromoso, ma abambo engine and also, men ya pesamin kumina, men ya selective. Odo kwasa sabe to boase, eke kan kwasi asem. Now, not yet to boase and send your boase. Da bena unim boase. Yan to boase and send your boase. Yeni no boase, ya boase. Time yeni, ya boase, now boase. And you don't know anything. What we do, chromo na ota tanko for, all because also party ni power. Until you are going to frustrate people. Hey, who go frustrate wine? Over threaten me. All because we see you Juma ye. Into old time about Umiana or MPP now, but no bad amount. No boy too. No be queer. What kind of stupid statement is that? And you see, your investigations, we are. I'll personally hand it over to the IGP. I will make sure say me facts ne kutameno. It's either you resign or you retire. I'm telling you. I will make sure say I will investigate you to the point where you yourself over resigning and also over retire before your MPP in 42 years come to power. So you say, oh, me ati ase baby ujina. Wa me unipa oye adwuma man enya Ghana for na oye adwuma momo. Sebi o uye adwuma e dia ma e dia MPP yeti krom ha. Na you say boas MPP dia. Oje say boas na woto na uye police ni ese behwe no MPP dia. And you say boas na obetena dia kosi 9:30. Ena wo galamsef wo na wo encourage omo na wo gigi omo sika tata omo ji se enu nti enim de ekoso oboase na na wo ye kase ka wasem oboase betima tena boase ye kase ye ka wo wasem a wo ho asem a masa me be ka wo ho asem and enya se a time na time wo me de no kro ne be ka wo ho asem na afi Ghana for who the kind of person you are o party beba power akwa we pa. Oh, yeah, to be oh, yeah, danger one. Oh, time our party about power. Who didn't quite something at Chilewa? Oh, time our party about power. Now be who you obey. Whoa. Maybe a phone lines, no. Now, maybe a phone lines this week. Now, if Mianka Samen no 1-on-1, near shed your obe keeping the position. One kind of cry, oh, Jessica, oh, Budipa. You are such a corrupt police officer. There's nothing good about you. Go and see security no Boise. Ko Obuasi JJ, ko Obuasi Bidieso, ko eye creek area ho hwe nkwasi ade ko so Obuasi. E was a special mission if you Accra, no mo be conduct the operations Obuasi. Now to Obuasi di nkwasi asem. Unye dwuma bia. Mo no nkwasi apeteshiri bia de ka mo ni ma na bubu ofu. Hwe nkwasi ade ko so Obuasi. Ene Obuasi ebo na ya ontumi pie. Ya ho osika ebebo utuo. Uti kronim na nkwasi ade. Ye kan sem say get the right na also party ba power. O party ba power na be hu de obeye. Now, our party na do by the Kofie, MPP headquarters. Say MPP internal police headquarters wo Obuasi and the Koye Juma our MPP headquarters. Go and see the crime rate in Obuasi. Go and see the crime rate. Correct the youth and Obuasi. People cannot gather more than 20 minutes in Tokobesi Bebo. They are not even scared of the police. Because this man in Obuasi, wait, you better press up 10. This guy, can he do 10 press-ups? Mimi Obuasi, I know what is happening on the ground. Obuasi, and there won't mean any place, na nipa 30, 50, meshia event, na in Tokwa and Sydney and Bobitu. Because the police, they have lost it. Politics not one way, yet show be the bar, oh, where they saw MPP ni, Yamanenko, oh, where the NDC, Mufanu Koshim. I didn't quite say, I don't know, ya come as a man of Bufu, Ocho Obuasi. Oh, share Jumana, you are not concentrating. Sika die any chrono and I would na only galamsef for your music the judges are powerful. Now you're powerful, Chan. I say on you. Now I mean himself was for they have a lot to say. and I'll give them the opportunity to speak this week. Na me wi ana afemi ne wo dem aba assess we dwuma. Na me ankas ba show inside story about you and the corruption you are involved in Obuasi. We can't kwasi asana mo say I no bi suru mo hu. Embi ba power ba bo bitu another by den. Na wo betuma tutu. Now Francis Eke is gone. Eko was at the end. Now there's one story here. Maybe say do come quick. Na ya to adwumadi ni so. Esi an ye delete quick. Na 10 o'clock pepepe na ya kan energy hunsem. The base, abrantia say or say party the base or Ghana no. And the wabekasa. Na or say they have threatened to kill me, George Otibonsu, after forming the base movement. Yate say political party be omate. Me on some can wasem. And should I hear me, sir? Because I'm not interested in MPP affiliated parties. Now, Abrante, onuna Samira Baumia, Eko Bubu ne dan tugu ya omo threaten so mekuno time and more power. Now, do you remember? Man na eye Kennedy Japan adamfo na all see ne dan ya Samira Baumia instructe national security boys omo koye Eko Bubu ne dan nyina tugu ye about 16 houses. Omo bu ne nyina gu ya homache because Samira Baumia say assassin ye ne dia onu fulani no. Samira Baumia papa we na Samira Baumia bubu ne dan nyina tugu ye. Now, man, way say, Ophili say the voice of the people now say ni party. It was better the party of the base movement. And Obabontini I was say Kevin like a bimame. Or say MPP for Sebio Omunyina ye penny Mahmoud Baomi odi anim no. Omakobo omutimu po. Akotena to say omo person mukume adentra MPP for no say my betty the base MPP dodo na omunim nyansa de say Mahmoud Baomi obedi omunim de anka de akoko ntwan de omunim no omunyina ate omo ho efri MPP mu abe join the base enti ama MPP for Baomi de omunim no omunyina ka obutira bom say omunyana omekunu te say Jonkuma omunyana omekunu ete say JB Dankwa omunyana omekunu te say omo party mu dipo omekunu nti ne yemu hyehye no. When MPP Baumia dano, MPP Baumia na ye leader. MPP Amunyina bo omutirimu pose omo ahuni pa ontene ho ase Samira Baumia bubu ne dan tugu ya ohuni se entwa ye omo tata no and ono so na adwene se owodom omo betie na asemunti opese ote party because we are living in a democratic state, freedom of speech and association. And wababontene wobunkotodwe wakache Ghana fo nyina se Oti the movement, the base movement, your friend saying the base movement, you know, MPP Baumia di enimu no. I'm afraid be the Blue Army no. Sebio and Confone from Delta Force Kahono. Omako bo mutimu po MPP for nyina because MPP no is Baumia di enimu. Only the leader. And it's MPP for Bopona also be a pony free. It's your see. Just see an MPP for na bo mutimu poso omube kuno ato atwene. Anything the way ni wini pay from se Kevin kan wasem ansa na ye papa ye kuno. Into hwe nim hia te se kokuo ba ya ono akote the party a Baumia mpeso mukunu na o se memfa nto abontene na ono na Samira Baumia bubu ne dan tugu ye no eye ne ya eno ka ho e na sebi okọ support Kennedy Japan tam mo ye primaries a sebio Kennedy Japan so obubu ni fa so ewia na omo de win election no ende ono agata te ne party a MPP na Baumia di enimu no. The MPP led by Mahmoud Baumia and his wife Samira Baumia. Now this man is saying they are plotting to murder him. It is serious. And you see, these things, they worry me. Because Uncle Biba Bontin Bekasem say, the leader of the party has to be quick and make a statement and say, no, my brother. Even though my wife broke down all your properties, we are not murderers. As a political party, we love each other. Come and let's sort this out. A leader is supposed to show leadership. So this is the time I was expecting Mahmoud Baumia to come out because this man is not a small fish in the MPP. But this man, cry for help. This is an SOS call. Osro se party nibe kuno. Osro se mbe quality. Osro se mbe poison. Into about bontin say, yenke bimano. It's Mahmoud Baumia, the leader of the party, no, said the papa we can no him and ebia hana. He would have called this man publicly to say, no, my brother. It is true. My wife destroyed the property. She's a greedy woman. She actually used the military to do this. I am one person. I'm trying to change the narrative. I'm a new leader. I'm not foolish. I'm not a joker. I'm not a liar. I want you to come to the table for us to discuss this. But Bawumia is not doing it because Bawumia is in support of what the party wants to do. And what does the party want to do? Per this man, the party wants to kill him. And I'm quoting this man. It is the party that wants to murder him. The NPP, led by JB Dankwa Kofuo Ekufuado, the Mike Okwe MPP, the Hakmat Ouswajima MPP, Fremont Pari MPP, the Yao Osafuma Fukoko Botano MPP, the MPP filled with greedy bastards. That MPP want to murder this man because he has formed his own political party. Intimidate me a smart for. And smart for the there are some smami anima bejum. It mummy and papa we compare bom. So china, yes, papa we are sorry. Papa we an accident. Papa we bibia kuna na eye MPP Bawumia dano. Because Wabeka say I have been threatened to. They have threatened to kill me. A very and I want the IGP to open investigations into this. Very, very important. The IGP needs to open investigations into it because yenim MPP no yenim nipa omutakum yenim what they can do. And if one of them comes out to say, "Miamin call for some kumia," we don't have to take it lightly. They can kill this man. Kuno overnight. Papa we kuna twachene. Yenim dom de John Kuma, yenim dom de JB Dankwa, yenim dom de Kaka, yenim dom de Yankofo bebre Ogana. They can kill and laugh about it. So we need to protect this man. So Mahamudu Bawumia, if you are not a rebel leader, if you are a democratically elected leader of the MPP, please extend some kind of invitation to this man on national television and assure him that the NPP, you, Bawumia, you are not a rebel leader and that you are a party leader who is ready to unite the party. Bring this man closer and assure Ghanaians that your party, the MPP, will not kill him. It's very, very simple. But Bawumia refuses to obey Freban way and another TV so I'm a Ghana for you say the rebels no end to me kunidia. Then Bawumia might have known or Bawumia may know something about this. I'm not saying Bawumia knows about it or now Bawumia has endorsed it. But as far as he's the leader of the party, it should be in the known. And if Bawumia is somebody who is ready to make sure Adewe ain't see in the future. Because for somebody to come out and say the party I am from wants to kill me, it's dangerous. So we want Bawumia the leader, and I believe Bawumia is not a rebel leader. And I believe Bawumia is not going to follow his wife's deeds. And I believe Bawumia, upon all the things his wife did to this man, destroying this man's property because of power, Bawumia will look ahead. So Ghana for Papa with some kind of akamano. So China na bibiya na you hold the MPP accountable, especially the leader of the party, Mahamudu Bawumia. You have deleted this one. Mama Bumfuni delete. Problem no day. Hey. And the church I'm one more say and Kwansre, most of our South and Treso, Asankregua, Miami hometown. Me pass Asankregua for some good evening to Obia or Shebe. Good evening to 247 to Nanamedol over the weekend. Me show program no honoring people, and it was beautiful. I really appreciate you 24 and all that you are doing. I believe some people did not deserve it, but it's all good. Inti, I really appreciate you Nanamedol and also Domi over Sichanchahene. Kevin Taylor, maba na nyumbre medwom na kakra ebefa onananom ho kakra na wo de bia wa ma green light say nana no bi jimi a mentia omo nti nyumbre metia kakra na be the kakra she free gym na da achi bi no ebi mu sa jimi kakra na matia omo because odominti e na ode asem na hyema no otumfo yesum oye den ote kokko so na oye omna na nko ade ye na nanom no bi jimi dia memfa nche omo na me do de season de na me fa papa wo suiti na wasaso de dada form de me do report no na de ma wo do me no si bia na was wo asem akubi wo ho ayo ta de to sa asa no wo sa ne mbre bia na one mahama esa ye nti obia no but sa asa ne sra da ho nana me share de na Saturday yi what the now ne NDC ma me friend say that woman a very wonderful lady on nanesa me sure di nana do to 1972 dia bi you for sa nana ope na dia mam be feel say we are flexible oh sa nana na wo sa time na ye bo ye nti oni mahama 2014-15 hono okay da ye nti obi no na sa nana and they di gine nana me do ai ade a wo de domin say en sama na ona nanom no omuntimi kan me kama ne de ai nana enti me hwe na me wodi asa to fom sei na skills bi ho nana nana de akono ai sa skills in the infirmity da utimi de wasa to na you say do for otimi skills ba ko bi lady Julia so ho no de side ai na maun na me fe pa ba won change asa no en na mahu se wo ye OG wo da ho yuzu eye de cha no ai esa na okay de mo de sa ye nti obia na ye de boss anyum na later nkofo bekas mahama say ye nti obia no no and last weekend so you see me do and also doing chenchenhene all right nana ye nto aso nana amanfo kan samo amanfo nana hey every tell any problem me get problem I go chira ukombebu edwuma na me pe ana me tim na me de because me chenchen hene wasantime mu eno akeke enwuma me nipa me do edwuma no ana me say chenchen hene sa nyoma me nipa na hia me mfa nya bibia anya hwe biem me mfi ta me de obi also Kevin de ma ni judgment say me tim ya me de and am say chenchen hene and am do medwuma de me chenchen hene ko tu for enti am me bibia ha me o now story we o hobo me dwudwum 6 minutes to 10 p.m. in Ghana but sa asem we e asema ehia pa mo me dwudwum na obia enti ase Galam say fight I have forgiven Mary Wusi for her unsavory comments. She has made me and the Church of Pentecost more popular. Apostle Eric Nyameche. Now over the I think last week Assembly CA and Pentecost for Sofu Penyini. Michia Sofu Morgan nyina from Presby, Pentecost, me Anglican Niba to Apostolic in Sorry Ghana in 24 Archbishops, Duncan Williams, Doug Hayward Mills, Ajina Sari, the Assemblies of God, senior pastor. I to every single software Ghana. I saw in Ketwani, I saw in Pegina, Michia Ubia, Alabaster Box, your friend saying, and then share for no your friend saying Alpha Hour 4. Just Ubia, I Jagua, Michia Ubia. Michia Ubia, so for the what Ghana, yes, of what Michia, I, more we are so for Bonina, so for Papa Michia Ubia, Ubia, fine. Now, I saw we see last week, and it was about a year. Nipe say a year Pentecost suffer aberidi the annual a year report of the Church of Pentecost. Now, assembly by no, a few people in Nyabotre and Sebio Omutie a year the Pentecost leader a year Mr. Apostle Eric Nyameche. Ne annual statement no de oka woma ema eye the lady also responde eye the Pentecost church leader no the way she responded. Now myself and my team we took all the time to listen to eye Apostle Eric Nyameche and yes I taking time to listen to eye the lady who responded to the statement of the apostle. Now mebo videos ni mienu nyina. And I want to tell Ghana for say we are a nation of people with diverse opinions. And the way I have my opinion and I believe in it, I believe say every single person in Ghana whether they like me or not, they also have their own personal opinions on issues. Even me mama wo mu mienu ene me yire, sometimes if you per se decided on something, I know obia one opinion. And I can say these things, it goes all the way into our churches, our institutions, whether private or government institutions. So opinions there are very important. We need to understand the say when it comes to opinions, whether it's coming from somebody in suit, somebody in Batakari, somebody, a blind person, or somebody, with all due respect, a cripple, or whatever, opinions are very important and we need to respect people's opinions. But we also need to understand the say, as much as I'm here, not me share my opinion on some things, I don't have any right to stop anybody from sharing their opinion on my opinion. And I'm not saying this against the Pentecost leader. I'm trying to let people understand the say, even with all due respect to even the Pentecost leader, I am sure say, the annual reports now already, there are some Pentecostals in the church who, if they are given the opportunity, they might share different opinions to what the man read. We need to understand, this is not a time for us to be targeting individuals. I have no problems with the leader of the Pentecost church, and I have no problems with the lady who responded this man. But for us to get to that point where we all understand the say, we have the rights and we need to have that decency to respect people's opinion. Sometimes my opinions here on this platform, some people who have followed me for some time, they disagree with some of my opinions. And sometimes they agree with some of the opinions. So it is one thing that we need to grow up to accept. Now, accepting your opinion or rejecting your opinion is a very difficult thing for some of us sometimes to accept. It is difficult because when people react to our opinions, what it does is to say, it either limits us or gives us a lot of confidence to keep doing what we are doing. So human nature, we are not people who are too comfortable with opinions that are opposing. And anything as a study, he never shared opinions with people on the same platform. In the Kanofuriata interviewer, it is only him. All because he knows to say, when people share other opinions against what he is sharing, one way or the other, maybe his ego might not be able to stand that opinion the person is sharing. It is difficult, it is hard for us to sometimes look at ourselves or assess people and accept the opinions or share opinions about their opinion or on their opinion. I hope you are understanding what I'm saying. Now, as some way by the Nipaka craving a Ghana and the Wenyabutre, they have paid attention to the wedding, to the Sebio Sofu Penyinia or Pentecost, sorry, Penyini Ekaye, and Sebio, the honorable lady, so Ekawo radio. So now, if you listen to the two of them, so we are going to say you are going to be very I'm trying to find a word. You are going to be very honest in your opinion. You realize, say, a lot of a narration I had told Sebio, this honorable man, and some kind of so any my minister response, you could see, say, it was more of a political narration than as Semunanga said, how to look at both sides, how they reacted to the issue. Now, Mumianko Tie Pentecost Penyini Nasem, with all due respect to him, and with all due respect to the Pentecost Church, and with all due respect to Asofun Penifo Morgan, and this is a very tricky, dicey conversation that we need to have. The reason why we need to have it is say, we need to get to that point whereby we, as a people, will understand to say, as some dawa, I will say a can't sometimes as some dawa, na say, yeah, the maybe better it makes it difficult for us to address the issue itself. Anytime I can say, when you take your time to listen to the leader of the Pentecost Church, Apostle Eric Nyamiche, where he was coming from, the point he was making, and then you want to take your time to analyze his statement, you should also take your time to listen to this lady and then where she was coming from and the point she was making. Because Sebio, Bible na Anglican for kind, Roman for kind, Pentecost for kind, Assemblies of God for kind, and Methodist kind. Even the Bible some part of the Bible sometimes are opinions, but we are forced to take our time to analyze the opinions in the Bible to make it fit into the doctrine or the sermon. And I say the teachings na yepese nipa na umudi asorichi no iti opinions ubetimaka asama to obitim say World Cup. Enfa nipa 13 asum embe piano na dane ede 1 cup. So we need to be very careful when issues come. We need to sit back, look at the issue very well, and then analyze it from the perspective and nipa nika say free. Perspective and not their points in free. One is a politician and one is a religious leader. Now, where are they all coming from? The religious leader made a statement. The politician reacted to it. You ask yourself, where did they meet? Where is the confrontation? Where is the misunderstanding? Let's go and listen to the Pentecostal leader, Apostle Eric Namiche. The statement to make here a response from the lady came up. Moma yanko Apostle in seminal.
Environmental degradation and galamsey menace. The extensive pollution of water bodies due to illegal mining has hampered traditional water baptism in some mining communities, necessitating a shift to synthetic rubber pools in several districts to carry out the ordinance. Retention of souls. While we give glory to God for the multiple of souls won, a critical challenge and galamsey menace. The extensive pollution of water bodies due to illegal mining has hampered traditional water baptism in some mining communities, necessitating a shift to synthetic rubber pools in several districts to carry out the ordinance. Retention of souls. While we give glory to God for the multiple of souls won, a critical challenge, unfavorable rainfall patterns, and the deterioration of cocoa farms have disestablished the livelihood of members who depend on agriculture and farming. These unpredicted environmental conditions, along with the seasonal migration of fisher folks, continue to impact the steady financial growth and stability of affected local assemblies. Human capital constraints and literacy gap. High rate of illiteracy among some members and officers remain a barrier to the effective implementation of Vision 2028. This challenge is reportedly evident in the Bible study and home cell meetings, where there is insufficient pool of teachers to manage the manual and ensure effective discipleship. Leadership overburdening and commitment challenge. In many local assemblies, a few dedicated individuals are often saddled with multiple roles, leading to operational inefficiency and burnout. This overload makes the full implementation of the corporate mandate and Vision 2028 difficult. Environmental degradation and galamsey menace. The extensive pollution of water bodies due to illegal mining has hampered traditional water baptism in some mining communities, necessitating a shift to synthetic rubber pools in several districts to carry out the ordinance. Retention of souls. While we give glory to God for the multiple of souls won.
So, asama a years of opinion of that Pentecost no e kan ye nie. Ebia yemu nipa bebre kra ntia asama kan ye. Na ye Pentecost for sebio omo annual reporter asori no akekesi ani se eye afe na etwam ni nyina no de omo hu ne se e wo se omo kan ho asem nie. Ideka se annual reporter afe na etwam no sebio Pentecost for asama e hye omo no a sebio omo hu ne se e wo se omo de tudwa ema omasɔrefo no hu a omo so ye Ghana fo no ene na sɔfo panyini eye Mr. Nyameche edi ni nyina ebeye den ebeto abontene na ne kasa emu no oduru baby no oka bibi fa environmental degradation eye yensase yemfuo yensuo ye kwaye a essay ni nyina eye galamsey ena asay ye kwan. Remember, pick 3 of the most important things are sebio a day MPP aban eko eye oppositioner. 1, untumi nyi 3 without mentioning galamsey. Corruption eye 1. untimi mention 3 without talking about Galamsey. Galamsey has become a purely political topic in Ghana. And it does not matter what color you are wearing, which platform you are on, baby are free. The moment you start to mention Galamsey, it is seen as a political statement. Now, okay, something about Galamsey. Send a Galamsey, Asensio, Galamsey, Amasebio, a year, Nyomebia, Ghana for, I was some year end to me because Galamsey no, Sebio, Atese, Ama Ghana, a year Yensu Yina say. Osaka Bibifa, retention of souls. Oka Bibifa, a year rainfall challenge, Insua Ento, Sebio, Eba, Insua N20, Obetumiso Akase, a year destruction of cocoa farms because of a year Galamsey Yabe, Insun to, Ama Sebio Cocoa, a year info bibra saying, and a Sebio, Eba, a year Galamsey won't send some na, and also affected cocoa quia 4 pa into one. Secondly, cocoa issue so our Ghana no. And also very controversial because it is very political. As much as he was delivering the yearly report, there were some statements in the reporter. They were all very political. And with all due respect, that is a reporter already as the leader of the Pentecost Church. Now, Osaka Bibifa leadership challenge. And Okabifa how they are struggling to even get better roads, to win souls, to bring people to God. And Okabi Bifa, because of Galamsey Eko Sunti, Ama Sebio Esubokro Omo Bono, Sesi Amuntumi Mbosu Ewo Nsuom, Insutinimu, na Sesi Anom, because of Galamsey no, Ama Esu Omuboni Nyinano, Omubo Esunu wa dem, Tente, ene basin, Robemu, and Omubo Esu. Tie. Winning Samas of Opinion Kaye, and these are the words of the Pentecost Church. With all due respect to the Pentecost Church, let us all put our religious affiliation aside. Let us put it aside. Let us look at the issue critically. Because I'm not here to disrespect the Church of Pentecost. Because I will not also allow anybody to disrespect the Anglican Church. Because I'm Anglican. So when it comes to respecting Obia religious affiliation, I need to make that clear. But I'm looking at the issue critically from Nipana Omokaya, and what it really means or it meant. And he's talk about cocoa, he talk about Galamsey, and eye oma sorry no omuntumi mwesu wonsu tinemu. Intesi an omubo esu wa dem. Now, eye sofu penyine eka sanse weni wie no, ena eye maame a sebio oye NDC ni enso kotena eye radio so a sebio yebusa no ho asem. Remember, when the woman went on the radio, she did not go there to go and speak on other things. And I said, well, I'm causing mama me airtime because me person me responded to sofu penini host no hono. And the busa and say, this is what the leader of the Pentecostal church sofu penini naka. Now I jini wo hono anything. So the host on the show was seeking the opinion of the lady. Remember, sofu penini spoke as a religious leader. And Amameno also spoke as a politician. Now, asama be contention pa ye nyina ye ka ho asama ama in fact nipa bi Ghana e ka sama me we di Pentecost sofo na tem we di Pentecost asori na tem no. I know say majority of Ghana for enshada ntie ma amenenum kasa in response to papa we sebio Pentecost penyin no asama okaye no. Now, ye benya botre tie de ma amene kaye no. And after my member Kasewi, I will now share with you the reason why I will be a war on this matter. Because the statement out there and said, Mamena Kotina radio so a Pentecost beginning at them. Wako sino atemma sebio amani pa bebrebi omo Ghana ebu ofu. Inti in some namu from me say yen nuanom MPP fo nyina wo radio so TV so say I was say John Mahama pamo ma amene fi say ma amene edi sofo beginning at them. Now, mummy, go to the exact words Samami we use your radio so. Yeah, now as some you know, my actually, my opinion because after my opinion, somebody will also share an opinion on my opinion or about my opinion, and I'm not supposed to be mad because we are sharing opinions here. Mummy, go to my ameno.
Oh, yeah, Yaminipa. Oh, no, yeah, you.
Pentecost head and the chairman.
Chairman. And I make so Yaminipa.
Yes.
Get the better channel. Then next time.
Okay.
Ma form to that level.
14 warning.
The catcher.
Okay, so
yes.
From Free Zones Authorities.
From me, Dr. Maria, we say the
catcher warning.
Yes.
Said
next time we won't descend it to that level.
More fire.
So descend it back from but you're no politician now. We will deal with him as a politician.
Something I can see you.
Yeah, the any dear man, me the any dear man this time. Say what ye nyamini.
Say angwa wono so.
What you say? Enya angwa asem. Angwa wono so sa anko me kando kan ye. Ye mpesa me kire ne say ye the any dear man no. Say what ye Pentecost for chairman.
Okay.
Sa kasa na wo kasa ye no. A highly political statement.
Who's that?
Yes.
How?
Nanado etiase no eti akonya so no. Na ukọ enkura mining communities na. Na ensuo net se mpampa. Utumi de wonsasa na gu nsem. No Ghana ha na no ni Ghana.
Oh no Ghana.
Na Ghana ha na oni Ghana.
No Ghana.
Wo hu ya na wo hu.
Wo hu ye.
Ene JM buy ye measures are what put in place. Ensuo no afei etimi rane.
Stability level that
etimi
down.
Flow.
No fire.
Eti wontimi ntina ho nka nche se wo hu difference. Ebia wo ensuo ni mu. Ensuo na ni ate enflow se na nado time na ensuo no enflow. Eti se we ye sofo na se asem a da ho a ye nokre wo se wo beyi wasofo ntade ato ho afa political dress ahye political lens akasa next time you be treated as a politician this time you the best pen yes no ohwe so ni ne sofo dwuma se na nado tena so a na ensuo ntimi enflow na ensuo ntimi rane na wontumi ehye forest no mu ense Ghana no se wo se wo ehum na ensuo na ni ti no and no Bible Casa statement. Yeah, the better no for this time. Yes, no. Only in soft for some. Only politics in my year politics. Unless it's what to join politics. Or my if he wants to join politics, he should let us know. Next time, then we deal with him as a politician. But today, you be man say or you soft.
Dr. Mario.
All right, so this is also a year, Dr. Mary. So we see also a response to video I'm about share mono from a year the Apostle Eric Namicha or the leader of the Pentecost Church in Ghana. Now this woman Free Zones na Osheso or appointee of the government. Now the man we can say we tear sofono and I'm not going to mince words. You'll see from the first statement the free man we are no by or say or your onyaminipa. So it means first we didn't kind of that recognition and respect na papa no. The woman just didn't jump to say, "Oh no, so wine, Papa way or Papa bang, he no free." But at least we know say before Mama Kasano, she made sure say that respect she would give to this man as the leader of Pentecost Church. No, the Mama Papa no, and until Odin Kaka say, "Aya Papa no or ye onyaminipa." Enti, I will give that to him. Enti, from the beginning of her statement, we didn't kind of that respect. I'm a man no, Papa no, Sebio or ye politician. We have seen politicians make derogatory statements. Sebio, they don't even recognize people where they are coming from. Title ekuta omo baby omo free. They just go ahead and say things to them. But this woman, first of all, Omeki host as I said, this is a man of God. Inti na onim sedipa or addressing no or a man of God. Or could anyone see? Or nyaminipa, but asema oye no, and then no ye de beche no. Meaning, she is still respecting the capacity of the man as the leader of the Pentecost Church. Because from the statement, that means to say, Senanka onye the leader of Pentecost Church, she would have addressed the man in a very bad way. But she first of all recognized his position and said, because of where he's coming from, where he stands, his position, I wasn't coming sebio offensive no, no. She is coming from a political point of view. Now, according to see, on pese eye nyame nipa na wa recognizing no, ene nyame nipa na sebio dia wa ye no ono maame no ohun ni se eye no, on pese obebu nanim tia anase ono a politician and her likes no with disrespect and inti. Or catch up papa ne say mema ne descend into politics. This woman was reacting to Papa no ensamo kaye in the annual report of the Pentecostal Church. And this woman was reacting to that statement. Or say, Mama Papa no and descended. Why did she use descend? she used that word because na ochre say in sembina papa ne kai no they were political. Now we are going to check whether in sembina papa ne kai no are political or not political. Anytime I say asamba dawa I was munya abutre na sebio gidigidi ni atenie na yampam we no edi sometime na ama nipa na asam ye krampo no sebio papa we offend obia e asam na asor report nipa tena se atwro de ama ne se onkan and ono so odinkan e ready ye hu said ye wo nyina no e so ani se wo so kan na okan ye because when you so be kan statement be without even knowing what is in the statement. Into whatever he was reading that day, he had foreknowledge or he knew about whatever was in the script before he read it. Into and you say be ono abegina na all kind no onima de all kind onim was study ya che report ya dia mano into onim de na all kind. Na ma me ni ko ni no say sebio eye apostle wa recognizing say oyes of opinion no sebio say one desistia na say we enjoy ensem bia okeka na what will happen or say they will deal with him as a politician, meaning right now no or recognizing papa ne suffer. So she cannot deal with the man as a politician. So it means say all to me dirty, all to me disrespecting no, all to me and sin and you maybe also sin sanke a politician and a being no kaya. It means the woman has recognized this man. The woman has shown respect from day one. The woman has still insisted that because of his position, I cannot go further. Because I can man nipa bia oye any nipa odi omonima ebia she would have treated the person like Abronye. She would have treated the person like Eden and Abi. She would have treated the person like Afenyomakin. But she held on her words because of where the woman was coming from. The man was coming from. Or couldn't even say the reason why in Tia Oka said the man should not descend into politics, and then they say the man made some statement in his report. I know already say, because of Galamsey, because of Galamsey atu say, ama Ghana and so nyina said inti, and the Pentecost sorry no entumi kwa bontene enye den enkobo esu ewo nsutini mu no mo bo esu odem. And I was say sa na papa ne kan no sebio entwa ye. The entire in the say, so Joe can track say because of Galamsey and then the Pentecost into me in Sutinia. Na papa no one can say every say. And then another danko kufuado a year ago, na insua Sabio Galamsey Ajafano, na insudenia say chane. This woman was coming from the point as a politician say, through the intervention of the government, John Mahama eti Naimus, the land minister, any measures somebody to in place, no, the man shouldn't have concluded or created that impression, say, what the NDC came to inherit, it is still the same. And I'm very sure, say, Senka Sofu Penini, Eric Nyamiche Eka say, Muni Bibi, Sabio, Yenimse, a minor and a bino airco Galamsey. We know the government is fighting Galamsey. We have seen the effort of Naimus. We read about it every day. But we want to tell the government more effort should be put into this. Now, because of the effects of Galamsey, we cannot baptize in water bodies or in streams. Then people will say, the man was recognizing a Juma Abaneye. But so we Sebio report now already and it made it blunt and flat to say nothing is being done about the fight against Galamsey. Into Mameno, she was coming from that perspective and that angle that the Pentecostal church led by Apostle Eric Tambichano is supposed to recognize the effort of the government. But the moment they deliberately, I will say they because he didn't write the report, it is the church. The moment they deliberately make it look like said no effort is being put in place to fight illegal mining, then it looks like a deliberate attempt to undermine the government's effort. And but when you listen to the woman carefully, you can see clearly the woman was hesitant in her words. She did not even bluntly insult this man. Miami way Ankotina radio to say Mikodima Panatem. The woman was basing her argument that the man could have, in their report, they could have at least recognized or credited the government for the effort that it's putting in the fight against Galamsey, because we all know Baby Akufo-Addo Jayo Eba Galamsey any yensu asaya. So when they compare and it is far better than before. So why or how couldn't the Church of Pentecost, a very unique big church like Church of Pentecost, filled with people, researchers, scientists, mathematicians, and recognized individuals, why couldn't they even recognize the effort or measures this government has put in the last year. And only the part the woman was coming from a political perspective. So Obi Tiraka said, Mami way akodi Pentecost penyini atema. It hurts me because Sofo Nyame Chankasa nim say the statement from the woman wasn't an insult. It was an opinion she was sharing that the Church of Pentecost failed to recognize the efforts of the government in the fight against Galamsey. I know. Because still, say, Sofo Penyini, Apostle Eric Nyamiche, say, ende Eric Nyamiche ni ho. Na ye Sofo Fofro, say, Sebio, ona ye Sofo Fofro. Na Sofo Fofro no be kind reports. Na sa Sofo no be ka say, you know what? What we have witnessed now is that before I took office, the offering of Church of Pentecost was not being deposited in the church there because the offering of Church of Pentecost wasn't deposited in our account. Right now, I can tell you that we have no money. Now, this man will be angry. You know the reason? Man will be fool because he will want the leader now, to explain, say, when did you guys recognize, say, Sa sika ni ajejino ewo Pentecost sorry ewo Ghana nyina yemfa nkonkoto accounts in 2019 dia na 2020 dia na 2021 dia na, but until the new pastor obeshe we na be chem say, oh right now you recognize say 2017 to 2019 na collection ajiji nyina no enko your account mu a, this man who said now you are talking, it means I have been exonerated because I was the leader from 2024 to 2029. That means that is what the woman was trying to let this man justify and understand. Because Papa will say, no, free office. No, be better than 9. Nani pan beka say, your collection here nyina over the years, no, enquire bank accounts ma. Papa will be bofu because then people will say, Eric Nyameche, with all due respect, Apostle, will be a sika. But say, Nipo Babashan and I can say, Sebio, your sika ni from 2016 to 2023, no, na enquire accounts ma. Then this man will be exonerated and say, I wasn't part of the people who managed the coffers from 2017 to 2023. The people just wanted this man to be very specific on the issues. We all know Galamsey is a menace. The government is doing its part. 9 months is always on the road. They are doing their part. Ghanaians as citizens, we need to do our part. But when we take a big brush and brush over the issue and make it look like nothing has happened, you will get politicians also reacting. So it is not personal. And I don't think this woman went there to insult this man. This woman came from a political perspective, making this man understand, let the Church of Pentecost recognize the effort of the government. And that is why we are here today. And why should anybody sit out there and say this woman should apologize to the Church of Pentecost? Then that person has not been fair to the lady. Now, this is Apostle Nyamiche in 2022. Let's listen to him.
This is a human problem. So human beings can solve it. Where there is a will, human beings can solve it. Some people are not willing. Those people, they have to be sought for, sit them down, and cause them. Those who are not willing should be caused to be willing. That is what I'm talking about leadership. But human beings, there's nothing that we can destroy, and there's nothing that we can build. Now that we have destroyed this, if there is a will for us to build, when we sit down, we'll build. It seems a complex issue, but we also need complex approach to be able to deal with this. So the approach should be multifaceted. When we sit down and Ghanaians put their mind to this, it can be solved. This is a human problem. So human beings can solve it. Where there is a will, human beings can solve it. Some people are not willing. Those people, they have to be sought for, sit them down, and cause them. Those who are not willing should be caused to be willing. That is what I'm talking about leadership. But human beings, there's nothing that we can destroy, and there's nothing that we can build. Now that we have destroyed this, if there is a will for us to build, when we sit down, we'll build. It seems a complex issue, but we also need complex approach to be able to deal with this. So the approach should be multifaceted. When we sit down and Ghanaians put their mind to this, it can be solved.
This is Apostle in 2022. It's a complex issue. And we need some complex way to deal with illegal mining. This was when he visited the illegal mining site with his colleagues. He himself said it's a complex issue. And we need humans to deal with it. And we need complex ways to deal with the matter. So if all these things were said in the past, and with all due respect, many apostles need problem here. I am not saying say apostle di bone. I am saying say in some kind of context that I'm responding to in some. I have no problems with the Church of Pentecost. I have friends who are Church of Pentecost, me aunties, me uncles. I don't have an issue with Church of Pentecost. But let's deal with the issue itself. Because you see, the way and manner some people in Ghana, my team said, next Ghana TV right now in the next 5 minutes, shut down the streaming. We have not given Next Ghana TV any authorization to stream our show. I'm going to say this for the last time. There is a TV channel on YouTube called Next Ghana TV. If you don't want to lose your page, delete, end your stream in the next 2 minutes. Show. I have no problems with people picking my show, but you need to sort permission first. Into Next Ghana TV, who's streaming my show, I'm giving you 5 minutes. End the production, end the streaming. You don't have any right to stream my show. You have no right. If you write to us, or when you decide to write to us in a very professional way, we will give you the green light to stream our show. I'm giving you today. If you don't want to lose your page, if you don't want your page to be taken away from you, end your stream now. Well, Next Ghana TV audience, BSCR, may catch you the next 5 minutes. Shut the production down. Shut it down. I'm one person, I don't like going after people's platforms. I don't like it. Because and I'm not in a position to go after anybody. So shut it down. 1 minute. All right. So I have no problems with Apostle. What I'm saying is that sometimes you can't say, yenya etincheno, mumenya bucheni entia samono. Mumenya bucheni assessia samono. And sana, you be make a decision, you make a decision. Because this man, with all due respect, he was reading an annual report. Maybe they did not pay attention to that part of the report. But when you listen to that report as a neutral person or somebody who is not part, because I'm very sure, say, with all due respect to Pentecost, there are people in the church who maybe that part of the report, they disagreed with their leader. It does not mean, say, Pentecost, and almost supporting the leader, ABI was an oversight. The way they were supposed to communicate, they did not get it on point. It does not mean, say, the Church of Pentecost is against the government. But it is also important that people would draw the attention of institutions like Church of Pentecost because it is a big institution. It is a big church. There are people, there are MPP people in Pentecost, there are NDC people in Pentecost, there are CPP. So we cannot sit, and sometimes when these small things happen, we should not politicize it too much. So I believe, say, the woman, to me, with all due respect, and I heard she came to apologize to this man. To me, I believe she did not really say anything wrong. She did not disrespect this man. She did not insult this man. Let us respect Obia's opinion. Let us respect Obian in the office. Let us give respect to people. Mr. Remo, so all the people out there making it look like I was saying, throw this woman under the bus. She has done something that has never happened before. In Kofwa can somewhere Ghana ha. And you see, the NPP as a political party, this is what they are good at. They want to pitch their religion against people. And me advise say, I'm sorry, I can see more Ghana. You people, with all due respect, should be very careful about the NPP as a political party. They need power, and they will do everything possible to malign your party, your churches, your leadership. They will find ways to discredit you. This is not a matter that is supposed to be political, but what is happening today? The NPP today are making it look like Obi or Pentecost Mubia NPP ni. And when the church is tagged like that, at a point it becomes difficult for the church to isolate itself from a political party. So churches are not supposed to fall in the traps of politicians or political parties because majority of the time, political parties are opposition. They find churches to use them. They find religious organizations to use them. And the NPP are trying to use the Pentecostal church to do their bidding. Yet now, You see the way they are making it look like Sebio, Asama Mami we can, with this software atom, the bush of what Eddie Pentecost for atom. But realistically, you could see say Mami way, Eddie Papa way atom. Mami was reacting to the comment the man made. But near to Kroma, this is the same MPP today saying, say, and Pentecost Nibia a MPP ni. This is MPP regional chairman. Abronje, a whole regional chairman. I didn't want to Duncan Williams.
Why we summon a food in a name? Robbie, our Robon Crawford, we are also a sacra, Sassican and Sudi. Namudi did Duncan William, no much here. Our monasia saw me ask for, or Pianim say, or the can call robbery, at the tour, at the Jim Crawford, can not as Canisha. What ya sorry, what Demusican in our siesta. A fed or the Aura politicism. Who born dog? Duncan William, who are you? Who are you? I wo ya wo to otin Yankopon nim wo tell me my brother wo Duncan Williams wo yi na wo kra Yankopon sakra wo Duncan Williams wo tin nyame sakra na me ntwintu onkum nipa da me nkɔ urobreda me na Yankopon sakra me wo Duncan Williams wo tin Yankopon wo sra wo so wo da wo hu bibi wo Duncan Williams wo so ya sofo tell me my brother metia wo yi because of say me ni conquensa void. How good say, Father, I command, because of say me more time kwasi empire ninti. Me no, me die, nyame ni me. Because who do team be ohinim. Mom pen and kwasi.
Is a regional chairman of a political party. What is said Duncan Williams? I'm sorry for us. Sorry, TT Ghana. Said Duncan Williams, so one of the biggest pastors in Ghana. Not the biggest, one of the biggest. Or one of the biggest churches in Ghana. Over 5,000 sitting capacity, Duncan Williams. You cannot mention 3 or 2 pastors in Ghana more powerful. Not when me say out Duncan Williams. What is an sorry for Abidjan Bontine? Omo moye MDC4 sorry for Abidjan defend Duncan Williams. Ote say obi wo MPP muka say abronye from Baumia to Samira to Chemaun to me to Nane Kufuado Kofo Hakmono Usu Ajiman eye omo neck. Did you hear anybody in the MPP say no? You are not just a mere member of the party. You are a regional chairman. The whole Bonosha Wonsa MPP. Did you hear any leader of the MPP tell this man that this is wrong? No. No. The NPP as a political party, Mahamudu Baumia, he did not comment. Why? But what is more serious than what you just watched? Did you hear Duncan Williams come on radio and TV? Did you hear anybody go to Duncan Williams' church from the MPP say, yes, Duncan Williams, whether you like it or not, Duncan Williams has his own community, has his own constituency, has his own numbers that believes in him in Ghana. So please, sometimes, let's take our time and analyze. We cannot be emotional about everything. We cannot just fall for anything. Because there are people who know what they are doing. They have sacrificed. Samami we kasano nanko pese obu papa we nimtia. There are a lot of words she could have used, but she was very careful. So why do we make it look like Samami we kunipa? Is it for political expediency? Is it for getting favor in the face of some people? No, because the Pentecostal church, you went this forum, you went PP forum, there are different kinds of, and they all have their reasoning power. The way they reason, the way they think about issues. Introduce some time, let's take our time and look at the issues. We condemn the woman for no reason. And I can tell you about 90% of the people who condemn this woman, they not really listen to the woman or even listen to Apostle Nyamiche. 90% of the people, they didn't listen to the tapes. But they went to or jumped to the conclusion because caption be no muhuye. Because now boy bijina radio station be so asantimemu and odidi mahamenatem in the name so a journalist because some nipebi etibebi edi mahamenatem. But the question here is, did we look at the issues very well? Did we analyze the issue critically? Our common sense, was it taking time to look at the issue irrespective? Because people were addressing the issue based on the religious affiliation. Omufriba. Me a Christian. But with all due respect, there's nothing wrong with what the man said. Sebio, the woman did not insult the man. The woman was pointing to some facts that the Pentecostal church in their report glossed over. And she even gave this man too much respect and went ahead to do what? To apologize because some people felt without hearing the fact, felt this one has offended the Pentecost church. And the Pentecost church, rationally, there are a lot of rational people in that church. They know for a fact. So politics, they know that this woman did not insult this man. Because we have seen pastors, men of God, involve themselves in serious politics. This one was even very charitable by advising this man that he should not dissent based on the statement. At the intina, we make it look like, say, Sebio Yemumbi Yeniminyansa Chen Ubia. Sebio Yemumbi, Yana Sebio Yeniminyame. Yana Sebio Ubia Jimmy Achen. This is not right. Yabeto, we are still cleaning up. You are still live on Loud Silence TV.
And I also catch you. We are seeing it. Says if you are the one make catch you, we are so be answer. You be our mamma and papa. So, one papa to me and two for him, not me be two for. And we will catch you. We are some bear pan and I also catch you. We are seeing it. Says if you are the one make catch you, we are so be answer. You be our mamma and papa. So, one papa to me and two for him, not me be two for. And we will catch you. We are some bear pan and I also catch you. We are seeing it. Says if you are the one make catch you. We are so be answer. You be our mamma and papa. So, one papa to me and two for him, not me be two for. And we will catch you. We are some bear pan and I also catch you. We are seeing it. Says if you are the one make catch you. We are so be answer. You be our mamma and papa. So, one papa to me and two for him, not me be two for. And we will catch you. We are some bear pan.
Yeni bibia catch you. Yeni bibia ka. Ena a branch FFF catch you. No, Nidin is saying. And I'm refinishing. Besides, what's this man's name? Also, money credit because only bibia catch you. We are for. He's an actor. Your friend, Mr. What's his name? Mr. B. I want to mention his name and then move forward. Nana Yabua. So this sheka. Betu obiafo. Ewiase for buku TikTok so. Ewiase for munim de ye de enye. Enyo ne be tra kase na ewiase de ukoware a e na obobra ono ankasa to no ono ankasa onyantu no hu fu wie enti se bio ona wo twense na yebo a eme kirekirew de also obobra owiase a okacho so ni hweka intumba obra fa ojibi kwotena bebi nana yebo a ye da ase ene wefutuo pa odi ama Ghana ene asanteman medo no homo misro medo obi anim se so ye show fine one na ya but ni nyina be fa sa nana yebo a no nana yebo a ai nana yebo a aya treaty eye like ye ma be pa odi nkwa asem town nim ai unya na mane kokko no ho mehu sa wo na otumi mane kokko no ho sa like no se se bibie do otumi bokon ro bi masa ai do be ye bi emfa oteto guys ono pa visa ma me ba Ghana sa mo like mo kan kire no se se bibie do no mane fukuro otumi bokon ro onto obokon ro $1,000 se like to me bokon ro $1,000 like no go vetri me no way like mama ga bi so otumi bokon ro $1,000 me go she fake hair o otumi bokon ro tuatua aye otise de nsuo gu no awoso ai rasnene no awoso mema $1,000 obetu bokon ro ukofa kon ro no way like ukofa kon ro ukofa no way he na ukofa kon ro na ba ukako bo rasta so otumi bo rasta o chinechi ya mema $1,000 jefa fa show ho $1,000 fa show ho that be in fact meto iPhone amount iPhone dia baby iPhone 17 meto ba kwa chawo erekware bo adinchen ai ukobo kwaro no so bo a meso metu se tu a nye kwaro papa ya pekoro etu se je the other assault 3 wi mu no aha they abo no enye sa makoshe che kwaro no inti like one iPhone one kwaro bona me hwe na wo na e fa na kwaro uti one part se Egypt ni hwa ho abegina ga kwaro nana ba guy all right mo me fejishem now there is one story before Ebeko energy sector issue no on Friday the president of the Republic of Ghana President John Dramani Mahama Friday La General Hospital to be completed by November 2027. La General Hospital Nana Dankwe Kufuado ne MPP for Ebebutugu ye. Nipa olidi sa distraction na ye friend Okoboy meaning the call Presec. Okoboy in Krania Kora, he led the NPP as a member of parliament, Lojokuku constituency. He led the president's wife, Rebecca Kufuado, as a Gafo. They went there and broke a whole hospital down. The same MPP aba in Kanfo, Muntieme. The same NDC aba. Now the NDC say, Sa hospital na Ekufuado, Ebubutugu ya, oneba umia butugu ya no. John Mahama said, next year, by November, the La General Hospital, no, Obel Lefty Hospital, na man Kanfo, in Brewa, in Kokora, in Kwara, they will make sure say that hospital is operational. Hey, adewe yemfe Niagro. John Dramani Mahama nebesi UGMC, University of Ghana Medical Center. John Mahama buying the besi Bank of Ghana Hospital. John Mahama buying the Bayer Ridge Hospital ye. John Mahama nanando dankwe kufu anu ba umia ebebu La General Hospital. Let me tell you, thousands of people have died because of La General Hospital Ibutugu ye. Yawo emrewa enkokora. Yawo a pregnant woman who needed urgent help at night, midnight, because of La General Hospital near Buotugunti. So many people have died because Okoboy and MPP4 Ebeto Hospital, they decided to break it down. Okoboy kwasiampenyi. Anijali bamso kwasiampenyi no. Okoboy has medical background. Sani hospital no no. Misika Obo, Ansani Etomano, Okoboy Hospital Negutano, Misika Obo, Ansani Etomano. I was an investor in it. Okoboy Hospital now, Otoro. Now, I was an investor in that hospital. Obia what medical background, where Jimmy, you lead a whole political party and say, Mumbubu Hospital in Tungu. For 8 years, the people of constituency, they died in the numbers. All because yenyan krenia boa odi MPP for echa onimu nyansa na MPP for ye see hospital asantimemu na omo mbia wa ma omo di omo jimi asa bankran abebubu hospital atogu baby aye omo stronghold kra na eye omo stronghold no ye see regional hospital miensa omo mbia no na wo kobo nkran ni jimi for as a Presecana also osuya nyansa no he led the NPP to come to the Greater Accra region, break down a La General Hospital and laughed about it for 8 years. In Tiana John Mahama, on Friday, he went there. He told Ghana for Sa Hospital way, almost 30 Sisiano, ya Peja Hospital nim. 2027, next year, November, John Mahama said, Obeba Baby Hospital nano, ama Ghana for, and we say, NDC, they came to work. 60 million has been paid to the contractor working on the La General Hospital. The rest will be paid in due time to ensure completion. I had the health minister, so Kasaye, John Dramani Mahama, or Kasaye and the health minister said, my contractor is 60 million Ghana cedis. There can almost be so na contractor a complete a La General Hospital. This is John Dramani Mahama or called La General Hospital. In
the meantime, we discuss with the minister to see how we can sort out the issue of emergency hospital beds when people have an accident or they have a medical incident. Most of the time at night. Finding a place for them to be treated has been difficult. And so there's the emergency center which was built in Bema Camp during the COVID period. We're going to repurpose it so that it has beds for handling only emergencies. And so if there's an emergency and a person is not accepted at any of these hospitals, the emergency center in Bema Camp will be there. The emergency nurses and doctors will be there to stabilize the patient. Once the patient is stabilized, then we can move them to a regular hospital. And so the ministry is taking action to prevent needless deaths due to the no-bed
This is leadership. This is governance. Abanwe solve problems be bring kwasiafo MPP4 and the Okoboy se ope NPP4 Greater Accra Regional Chairman kwasiato onkofo o ma amenom webusuafo hospital no bukom omuwu abota obuluwa obuluchon obetna politics 8 years hospitals a o ma amene o papa no mokọ webusuafo nkranfo no kọ no wodi sankwasiafo ani momo bebu atogu and also omonyawo regional chairman of the party e wo Greater Accra odwan nyansa be ne wo wutirim And you, these young men, mobile politics, some nyansa kojo ponkroma, eye obi te say asenso boache, okobo. Some question mo Jimmy for Samia ukumo. Omu dia tuachi, omu nsue nyansa. And a Jimmy MPP betena so 8 years. How many people have died in that constituency, Lejokuku constituency? All because no more pay, omunya malaria, omunya hypertension and ajo, obi peso, all these people died. And their spirits are following Okoboy. And little Okoboy and Otompo Wako Unyana size. Also no Michael Jordan size necessary. Kwasiato. He went to the same school I went to. And these young people are more foolish than even the older ones. Near Jane say young people in Ghana politics nyansa. Encourage bromo Jimmy Champion. Because what should a young man protect? What should a young man protect? Enkrani asantefonu kodua santimemu na akamfonu kodua akambo say enkranfonu be Jimmy. Because one Okobo na te parliament. Ono akanino, ono kumasini MP no, ono Okobo na parliament. Eni ebubu Okobo hospital atuogu. Na still Okobo da hu the MPP chia. Obeka kire enkranfonu bi no one people mo yankwasiafo. Into ohwe Henry Court oso Jimmy for. Ohwe eye Michael Kwe oso Jimmy for. Ohwe Michael Kwe ba na oso Jimmy for. Omo hwe enkranfonu mo party mu a MPP for no say omo so mo yankwasiafo because omo tena mo krom ema MPP abebu hospital egu ema enkranfonu mo team no they have no problems with it. That is how the MPP omu nkran for more party because now nim nyansa adena nkrani oti MPP mu a yabebu hospital atogu you are still campaigning for the MPP a ba for akotode ne sikate ye ono MPP nankasa ni krom hospital kra wemie and today you are still sitting here say me MPP ni wejimi. It is very important whether Lejekuku whether Ayedian at the end of the day the hospital was going to serve the people of Accra. I don't care where the hospital is going to be built, but at the end of the day, obi betume free Lejekuku, no Abasa hospital, no obi betume free La, no Abasa hospital, no obi betume free Bubuashi. The stupidity among the MPP is too much. Actually, Jimmy, the NDC is building this nation. Mama sure I be a president in this area. What Ghana say? Kania inti bibiegu John Mahama mo yankwasiafo John Mahama. The akase onyenene no obeyo. Yesi on correct bibia enya uja kwa border 2028 opatuma baomia and phobia but John Mahama will correct every single mistake by the foolish MPP and that is what the NDC is doing mama show and John Dramani Mahama echo Accra International Airport this is an update Mr. Ovutukwachi anuna ekasa ema aban eba aban insensemu or say President Mahama undertook a flurry of activity at the Accra International Airport this morning. The airport is now a beehive of construction aimed at modernization and expansion to improve the travel experience. A key highlight of the president's visit was the sword curtain for the construction of a new concourse connecting Terminal 2 and Terminal 3. Now, the new concourse will have 5 new passenger boarding bridges, 5 passenger holding areas, bi-directional travel laters, 5 new escalators and elevators, 1 VIP lounge, 1 business lounges, 4 business lounges, 4 new retail or duty-free port amongst others. In the end, John Dramani Mahama Eko Accra International Airport. I didn't know John Mahama Eko Cha Humem Sebi or the Asoko ball form. Dena AC. Accra International Airport no udru ha mo asenkrego amonko Accra International Airport mi chechi machiro mo santasi brekum ene bekwa area ho abon shada mba nkran enim senior airport papate no ene na make sure the Accra International Airport. Now Accra International Airport no your terminal 3 at John Mahama see and the area nyina ebo mu nsema no. Now before terminal 3 no John Mahama isi no na obebi afa terminal 2 ene nende domestic flight na eba eye Ekurase Prempeh te say eye de Kumasi Prempeh College area ho no na you see domestic airlines ni nyina efa. Now John Mahama so watena ho adwene ho say e was airport no terminal 3 and terminal 2 no or say kese ni na obi wo terminal 2 a otumi nante ba terminal 3 na obi wo terminal 3 a otumi nante ko terminal 2 na yesa bie nyoma e wo terminal 3 no ye the same thing e wo terminal 2 in the John Mahama and NDC about say no they are going to bridge it ye be concourse omo de sebio e be kese ni omo be see some connection bi edan no omo be ye ne ye na omo ka terminal 2 ni terminal 3 aka bom sene be ya obi wo terminal 3 a sebio so bi so terminal 2 a de wo terminal 2 no the same thing wo terminal 3 into John Mahama ba be see terminal 2 no to say terminal 3 say ukoto abrofo nsa terminal 3 and John Mahama mu see terminal 2 ni wi a abrofo nsa no benya bia ho Say restaurant bi o terminal 3. Now just say na fa obeba terminal 2 na bi wo ho. Say sebio lounge and I be etna say edwedwe ye ho etwen plane as obi a wo for business class. So who be terminal 3 a John Mahama edis aso abofom a ye be ye bi e wo terminal 2. Inti John Mahama ban no ebe ka terminal 3 terminal 2 omo be connect no se ne be ye airport kese a ebe fe when nyoma John Mahama ban no ahye Ghana for bo a odi so mom yankwohwe John Mahama abra sebio ende obekate sword ewo eye Accra International Airport. John Dramani Mahama cut sword for interconnecting concourse to link Terminal 2 and Terminal 3 at Accra International Airport. This is the president arriving at the Accra International Airport today.
We have one illustration for the day, one is for the night. We will do some color to Ghana flag. You know, of course, the size will be new, the ceiling will be new, all the lighting is new. And this is another illustration for the same for the arrival. They will wait in this area. A lot of night shift without the.
Inti we na ebe koso terminal 2 on say mo amofa terminal 2 no sa mo kofu plane na e kire mo fa car anasa mo nante form na makofu plane no John Mahama sa terminal 3 no ye be bibia e friend jet bridge won jet bridge no sa de na ufem a woni betena to plane no aha mo amofo eye economy ne de motai e dede wom se terminal 2 na ye ba be ye e de be si terminal 3 nim no ye be friend bibi jet bridge eno na plane be si wa na atwe ade tintin bi na ye be si plane gate na no ufem pe condition sa na akopia bontene se a onfa fom biom unsi fom enko to ntosuo enko chichi bag ase me combination picture sa economy for no sa de nyina so betwa monko si fom enko plane bo na pp plane bo abe na plane reverse sa nyoma na hu bi John Mahama ebe bi friend jet bridge plane be si ya na de ade bia be sha no usi ya na nam tube musa na be piefie ere na John Mahama de eba terminal 2 na de aba se terminal 3 de ni pepepe inti ma menchro so person hu de me chechiro mu ya say na John Mahama eba be connect terminal 2 to terminal 3 one picture no say na be ye say ya na John Mahama ye ba be ye terminal 2 na de connect terminal 3 inti hwe ekwan tintin na dem na ene ye fa ne concourse no ene na manfo be nantimu a no mda ko pie terminal 3 inti sa woni de John Mahama be ye na ena me dwudwo ma kire wo no inti sa person hu say na terminal 2 ni be ye connected to terminal 3 this is how it's going to look omo de the jet bridge nyina be sisi wo obi ankofa tarmac ne so enko di nkonkonsa e ma plane ko bono inti obenantimu a ohun ade na esi tintin no unemu na terminal 2 ho no ye be bie shops ho restaurant ho plane ba unam air condition no opia bontene we any the John Mahama eba be before 2028 ene na nde okotwa ho okotu ode asokobo forma sebio ebe den ye be di hudwuma ebia ohun de mechechire mu no ebi nie say na tie into wo hwe be bia terminal 3 no wa ene wo binsani mfa no so no ena 2 no into wo benetuma na ntimu akopie edien akopie terminal 3 we ene dwumadi a John Mahama ebedi a opesa Ghana for mote ase oman no a NDC a chichire no the next 41 years no mo kwan no mo ndie adwuma no na abrochire ba Ghana abrochire ba Ghana enti say na terminal 2 no eba beye ye de kwako join the terminal 3 say na be ya sebio mo a omo free Germany a omo pese omo kokumase omo pese omo busuafo be hu omo abontene no ene de okuru mo abeyfo mo hu onenam tube mu saa na obepie eye de immigration enti in some de NDC aban no de omo ye no de sim bibia we na John Mahama ende ode asokobo form a ye be ro terminal 2 Inti sebio ketefo amoba mo a sebio moko a festival obi ambesi tama kreso maka ankobo no mo nyina mo nenam tubum obi anenam tubum air condition wo tube to tube air condition wo ho na wakowuram na wakofie aha say na John Mahama ekekere man no inti ohwe diagram na wohu mensa enifa so no benkumo no ya tro terminal 2 ena wehu terminal 3 it wohu mfimfin no eho ena duty free eho de shops ni nyina be hye ohwe apo esisi form ho na plane na eho na plane be parke ena tube no ena fe de no ya fe jet bridge no ena na amanfo be fam no makopie immigration inti akonkonsafo hu akonkonsafo ena akromfo hu akromfo ena opepa nya untumi mba John Mahama ekekere Ghana de Ghana age na so se ne be ya bibia be koye enti mo a mo mpese mo busuafo be hu se mo fri Germany aba no manfa hwe amba no enya de mo be hu mo ende mo nam tube mu a no akopie immigration afum makokotete eye dansoman ende mo de tawa 3 months hwe ensi na masa ba fa mo return na mo ko sesi an de akoye ni se o kwa bro cheko obi ehu because tube na nemu enye tarmac na wesi na obi dwunso mehu economy for tarmac reso na we de kentimi dwunso ha minimum mo economy for minimum 63k for no 43k before chicken for no ye de kasa mo for tarmac reso na mo dwunso ye hu de mo ye nyina imbre bi mu se obi asie free domestic flight mu a onam tarmac reso a odwunso gu plane tie ho odwunso gu plane tie ho no asede no ko kan plane wo wiem na tie ni ko tu a hwan asase so na nkolande indi sanyo mani nyina ye hu biem Kwame Frimpong ene eye Grace Jones mo omudu time na ye pe ene ye ntimi dwonso ha ade sanka he ya we de nko bi ehuye sa ade de bi atwam embasu biem mu nyina mbefa tube na mawuram a na makọ immigration na makọ fie enti John Mahama dwumadi a odi no so opeso ohu dwumadi na nkasa sei ena dwumadi ni tie sei na dwumadi ni tie obi antimi dwonso se police dog go kwan ho sesi ade obi afa tube mu a na wakopie na asema ede e wasebo mu se John Mahama ko ho nde no oka bibi o sei eye obedi president 2025 no oka bibi se opese Ghana for yan yankase nya ye national airliner and ofa bebi okase Ghana Airways nie Ghana airline nie o se ofa nipakuo bi eka kire mu se omunkodi dwuma enko ye hwehwemu hu se Ghana yedum pempenso bi a e wo se ye yankase ye nya ye airline na ye national airline John Mahama eka sande no oka bibi fa ho o se this week, I am also meeting the task force I set up to work towards the re-establishment of our national airline. I'm looking forward to receiving their presentation outlining the concrete roadmap for Ghana's flag to fly proudly across Africa and in the global aviation space once again. End of quote. John Mahama Kasande no say, "Oti ekuobi opam ekuobi se omunko na omunko ehwehwemu na omunko hwehwem se Ghana yeni ankasa yebetumi afa kwan bi so enya yeni ankasa airline ye national airliner sene ye wo eye de United Airline ye wo eye de DHL ni DHL KLM any other airlines British Airways no opese ye sia no Ghana Airways na kofo beton di ye no opese se sia no yeni ankasa enya ye Ghana Airways ye Ghana Airways na ye ho na JA kofo ne MPP fo beton ye no ene John Mahama say opese yeni ankasa enya national airline into say wiki sa committee no e ba kirechire mu akire no say dwumadi ode hye omonsa no oma ye wia na so omunye wie because one de opese answer na onfiri so no na Ghana nkasa ye oya ne nkasa airline na sebio ye fa ma ye proud.
This week also I'm meeting the task force I set up to work towards the re-establishment of our national airline. I'm looking forward to receiving their presentation outlining the concrete roadmap for Ghana's flag to fly proudly across Africa and in the global aviation space once again.
Into wiki, a group no ombeko John Mahama and the reporter come Mr. President, ampa ye between a national airline. Yeni ankasa Ghana Airways and Ghana airline no ya ready. Ya total to nyoma ya hwehwe nyomem bibia e wo ho a ye betumi enya ye airline. Ti John Mahama ne NDC aban from 2020 6 7 8 9 10 11 2015 nyina no almost hye Ghana. Mema obia ema ne yemu hye no. Eye president we ni aban we no mu nyansa. They are ready to build this nation. And in 1 year, bare 4 months new, 1 year 5 months new komi. Dia John Mahama ye no. Masa we nya botra MPP bae almost say bibia energy almost say no e na MPP ye kuraba Jimmy ene atatata Jimmy Sam na we fa na we num wi na we kunipa omantumi ahira nya bibi poti bia but don't say aban we John Mahama aban we ene aban a ebeto so ye NDC aban no omo plan omo focus ene na de me ba enda asem no efa eye energy eye nkania sebio ende eso na edum na MPP for say yay ye ni agye ende de ye edum kania enti Bawumia beba power de nkakusie mra power Mahamudu Bawumia Ghana for beto ama Bawumia 2028 ke beto ama pese apo intende who MPP piglet na ye ni agye ye say power outages now and then me be say me dwodwom Ghana 40 de kwase power outages na ekoso no ana kania na aha ne so ne edum no na we ye hodwuma de na ekoso and the energy minister one thing I want to tell Ghanaians say ana Ghana for no say PURC Public Utility Regulatory Commission almost say and the so wo fie ne edum kania emfa bibia efra dum so ho emfa de sebio petrol ana diesel anywhere yetumi power ye machines emfa gas ho in fact almost say kania na sebio wo ha ne edum kakra no oman no Ghana ban through ECG no omo hyehye den enyinemu kania ne ye enti enye bibia say Ghana ban de ka yentumi to petrol yentumi to diesel omo say bibia sa ni ho we PURC a omo ye independent omo say mema ye mu hyehyo ye ka sika ye de to fango e de generate power omo say Ghana any problem ye pe gas ye de generate power PURC for say any problem so obi ti baby ka say dum so aba oboa emfa sika sem ho ye oman way aban way NDC any minister na enhyehye a omo de ehyehyye Ghana mfidie ye friend transformers etwa Ghana ho ehia dodo na asai no aban way de ka atoka so a omo sesa de transformers now answer na mekọ sa ensema akwa amanfo bebre sebio nipa bebre Ghana eba transformers yesesa omo ntiase na se ne etisa akoso mu ahye yebedi hu nkomo now I know bitwa ana me hu senkofo bi wo social media sebio akan radio for me journalist no monkin kan o mabon no oh na transformer na mo hyehyɛ en de se endam yenu na kwa hyehyɛ wie transformer de anka mo be si wada bi transformers na buy we dey ba no enye generator wo enye 2x4 transformers wo remember ansana aban ede transformer be si ebia South Central so anasa transformer be si eye bantama no also tia se enye se transformer de be si wa ne plug na so dabi also one say ECG for no who say baby I the transformer this no sebio also tell say transformer that na si no or say yi free first now remember ye yi sa transformer ni free wa o kan ya bedum remember say the transformer say ba be si wa also tell say cables wo nyina no say ECG for no who baby cables ni nyina wo and say no be reconnection remember say I guess you better transformer and say the car be si wa ni atam ne de si so say sebio obu out South Central so sebio cables edi nkania ebre no bantama no ana South Central no efa ebia bantama say ECG pe kwan bi so no mu yi sa cables no ekogu another transformer so and sana sa transformer na edi power ebre wo bantama no yetumi ayeden eye fiwo edi foforo si wo so it is not like yes sorry ya na yakoze transformer into edu kania 6 o'clock say anopa 6 yes so dabi remember safety is also one very important thing. Say yes, it's a transformer. You are also looking out for the safety of Omomuti community, no? 2, you are looking out for the safety of ECG workers. And remember, Ebia we are say oko chisa transformer. You better say transformer by do 6 o'clock. Ebia, there are so many things that happens. You better do us a day, no? And they to share transformer, no? Now, what I'm trying to get to is say, nipa bi bibia to Ghana for team say transformer no ne kase te say Kevin Taylor ti inti ECG ni bi obotuom obeduru anu we yesuo ne ahyehye ne yekọ dabi. These are high capacity transformers kese in fact the abane ye ne say the what system dum nyina ye dada no or taking the time to change the transformers no inti say to mantem and so many people in Ghana they see it all the time obu with free Sahara dan so man or ko ebia kanesh or so me too me car free exhibition no me hu kania kwakusi cycle it means say ebia they are changing a substation transformer which is a bigger transformer Kanian cable na a free kaneshi ekopie cycle no sa cable no that substation e ho na efa into the moment e be change sa transformer na ye ready say ye be change transformer no remember say lines na ɛda saa transformers ni so nyina ɛnyɛ ɔmo ɔmo te transformer na ho nko aka na ebedum obo ha ɔte exhibition ɛso ne ka na ebedum because saa substation no connect all the way to exhibition. Into case yes, it's a transformer. And yet transformer is a Kevin Taylor too. We are talking about mega machines. Also ECG for a planting in communities around the nation. My mention transformers no sano ebini. So don't underestimate a transformers na almost sano. Mema MPP ni bi anda ada. Ejuma na ekoso no ejuma kese. So you see the job they are doing. A Juma NDC are buying a change a power sector no. Sibi are buying the kind of transformers are they are just moving it from one place to how long it will take just to even transport the transformers. In Sioto and a ECG for Jinansium. Transformer audience and transformer. Do you know the number of communities? And the question here is, how long it will take to install this transformer? So technically, you can see, say, the ECG is overworking. And these are the kinds of transformers spreading around the nation to make sure, say, low current in Kenya won summer MPP for Tiobi to say Poladomoche Kwasia. Nanado Danko Kufuado Tina power 8 years, a fool like Poladomoche. You could not stand on TV to advise the Kufuado to make sure they improve the power sector. Stupid fools like this in Kwasia for moving. Agenda for useless people. They are sitting on TV, doom saba, and don't fall for this jandam. Abanwe is working day and night to change our energy sector for good. And this is just one of them. There are some transformers that are bigger than this one. And this is the same ECG. Also, every part of the nation. And there you say, most of these Ghanaians are, boy, be on TikTok, na no kakrakebi so influencer or said, in Kwasiakika, hey, me fie, me kanya, me 1,000, one no sa botase. Now talk 1,000, or Kurabangona using all them. And you see these foolish boys on TikTok. So I know to ideas and no saving. Why not no say mo kachia and I me share to see idea me say light credit me to talk this week me to 1,000 kwasia. You are living beyond your means. A here for pretending you are rich. In krasi for mobile crime. A dime be ambassador mubi. Gadget be ambassador mutobi. My man no say chedie about and I'm to TikTok. I and I'm a tall a day light 1,000. Share abo fru kotna ukrum. Ko ukrum ko busa say a tall light 1,000. Mudi nkurase for begun crying. Ena mo sorry a be 1,000 na be kasama ye where the ton curtains where the ton daughter say ejimi for nkurase for ade bia mo pebi bibia obehunu bia na auto gadget bia autobi gadget bi weti say auto a tree light chain TV a tree light chain fridge nkurase for. But on a serious note, this is what the government is doing. In Tabanweka say they are fixing our energy sector. We need to understand the government. In Tikania, I am going to be honest with you. Yeah, bedroom I also doing the normal fixing generator. No, I am not going to sit here and say I beg you. Where the man 20 MPP come NDC come Jimmy. They need to fix it. The government will fix it. I will say I'm installing a transformers. No. Now let me tell you what the maybe church and the energy minister na kasaye. Energy minister.
Recently, we've had some major challenges. These challenges have become a two-pronged challenge. The first is the unfortunate incident that just occurred over the weekend. The second is the technical challenges we faced based on the obsolete equipment, overloaded transformers, and transformers that have been failing. But notwithstanding these challenges, the overall trajectory of the power sector remains strong, progressive. We continue with the reforms, and I must say that the sector remains resilient despite the recent challenges. And as Minister for the sector, even though this is a very challenging period, I am determined to work with the team to ensure that we overcome these challenges. And so, members of the press, with your permission, I will deal with these two challenges. And with your permission, I'll take care of the incident that happened at Akosombo last week.
Minister Ekasande no say yenyina enim de see last week wa Akosombo. And remember, answer na Akosombo issue ni see eja tomu no na yeda ho ewo kane bia omo fix transformer na edum. We all saw it. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to say na kane ni dundum. Na dundum because you change this kind of transformer. You don't expect it to be done in 2 days. You don't expect it to be done in 4 days. This is a major project. And it's not a single project. This is a complex nationwide projector. Yeah. So you don't expect to say you are going to get free flowing electricity every day. No. And if you are not getting electricity consistently, it does not mean it's a binary shada. Because all that the government is doing today, is to secure, say, in the future, your power will not be interrupted. I don't even expect the government to apologize to anybody. We as a people, we voted for a change, that things that has been worrying us for a long time. The inconsistency in our energy production, that inconsistencies will be taken away. And no, John Jinapo and NDC Abai decided to say they are going to hold it and deal with it. It minister can say before akoso more issue ni besino na at least ye change a transformer baby na ye dum kania ye tumi enye kakra free akoso mo na dey be support it intina nka obedem 5 hours ada obedem 3 hours sesia no ye ti krom ha na ye se eja ato akoso mo ma menu mienu hu ye. Now that does not mean to say aban no e wo so omu jai dwumadie na omu di no o say se eba eye nyinamu kania ho nsem a o say transformers e wo Ghana dodo no e feli dodo no e magana for bre kania no sebio at the end of the day senior say in human it is better say your best is transformers nende than say better na waka say hey ya ba ban mu no and this ba ban mu no yedum kania whether you like it or not. So who change this kind of transformers to me no light will have to go off and say we electrician now area catch area for say this kind of transformers in for 1 week ends sano. These are transformers that occur some countries say 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and you to be connected. But you can see, said the ECG is working overtime, and the energy minister has made it clear. And yes, sir, obiti baby na any debt so bedum kania. But it is because of the consistency, the power flow now. Omo pese in the future no Ghana for no anything that sa adwuma die we ekoso nne. Osaka bibi fa akoso mo ho me enkotie.
In our attempt to swiftly restore power, safety would remain paramount. The safety of the engineers is very, very critical. We can't afford to lose even one soul or sustain any injury. And so this work ought to be done diligently, meticulously, in accordance with safety standards. We would move with alacrity, we would move swiftly, but we will not seek to cut corners. To get to the root cause of this incident, as Minister for the sector, I've constituted a technical team chaired by the Venerable Engineer Williams Amuna to conduct a thorough and independent investigation into the incident. They will focus on the technical issues and come out with a report in 2 weeks. I'm well aware that the security agencies are also conducting a parallel one, looking at possible culpability and criminality, and we'll be waiting for that investigation. Let me assure Ghanaians that we remain fully committed to restoring normalcy within the shortest possible time. I've been briefed that the engineers are working around the clock this week, and I intend to visit them this night to thank them and encourage them. I wish them the best of luck, and I know they can rise to the challenge. And from what I'm witnessing, the engineers have indeed shown that they can do it.
Minister Ekasa and the Eche Ghana no say eba eye ahobambo eye ECG fo a omudi djuma Ghana o say no ontoto na se ena onsan toto eye Ghana fo ahobambo ase inti eba ahobambo ewo nkane adwuma omoye no Ghana insu ototo inframa ebo o say ahobambo ni hia no pa inti adwuma omoye no ewo so munya abotre na adwuma no omoye ni yie ejuma ebetube protect ne protect omo a omo di djuma no eye ECG fo ntone de se eba se yenya abotre na yenya djuma na enya djuma sebio ehote na ejuma ebeboa Ghana eye ade a edana koma so o se eba eye akosombo nsensem na obeso ma Ghana fo nyina ti ase se eye akosombo eja eto ho no eye enimeni ya na eja ne to ho na ehye eye nkania ho mfidie bi a sebio eye enyiremu nkania a Ghana yenya no eye ohamu enchichemu eduonu num eye 25% no ende me no ka sei de na akoso bodima no sebio eja to manahye yenya saa nyiremu nkania ho odin no o sei eno ama president ema ono a ye minister na ejina so ati nipakuo bi a omoye ECG fo a omo awedra ewo edien nkania ene nyiremu nkania nsensem mu se enimanima ya omo bosum na wotwe mienu omo ntena sem no omo nye investigations na omo hu omo a sebio se nipa bi hu bom mu ana etimu poboni bi na omo boye a sebio ama omo di eja ato eye ECG eye akosomo planta sebio omo pese omo ha aban na oso ama na wotwe mienu na nipa oyi omo no omo ye nipa omo ye nipa eba enyiremu nkanea eye energy nsema omo awidrema bi ye engineers a omo betumi a kire se we de asebesi bi na sheda etwa eja to mu we de enya asebesi bi na yeye na mfidie na ache ene no ankasa etija ena ose onim se eye Ghana eye nhwehwemu impanifo eye security agencies ni bi so ebie nhwehwemu a omo hwehwem ehu se nipa bi bom mu ana nipa bi na share da bom mu trimu po se omo betwa eja ato eye akosomo eye de bebi a eye enyiremu nkane ne free ba ose na wotwe mienu akiri no omo nyina ye behu de esi but opese omo Ghana 40 ase se eba enyiremu nkane ho nsensem ahobambo ene senia ebema yenkania ejina soro a one de ahobambo no ofa ne serious pa na oka kire Ghana for se eni na kuma mu da se yebedum nkania na sebio enye sebio eka bia yede na emom eye nyoma bia yesesa a sebio eye unfortunate incident esi wakosobo no so ede sebio ede how bi abeka ho na emom eno krampo no omudi ho dwuma eye na wotwe mienu edi enim no obe make sure say yakọ asem no akosi ase ehu de ma akosombo ejato mu ho eye energy minister ekasa no oka bibi fa gridco ene ho nsensem mumien kotie energy minister.
I will deal with these two challenges, and with your permission I'll take care of the incident that happened at Akosombo last week.
In fact, we are having bad sound. Energy minister eka bibi fa eye transformers eye na wotwe we mu nko transformers na mre kire no eye 140 na omo be hyehye tie sa video na me bo kire no video na me boy na me transformers bi kire no eye 1957 eye sa news outlet no omo no record ye no o si sa transformers na hu ye no na wotwe we nko no omo ba be hyehye emu be ye aduanan oha ene aduanan oha 140 transformers ena na wotwe we nko eye Ghana ha afanu bebre no omo be hyehye na mumien tie minister no.
This week we intend to deploy another 140 of these transformers. In all, we seek to deploy 2,500 transformers to improve supply reliability and improve the voltages as well. To improve these voltages, high capacity transformers are being deployed at key primary supply stations. Already, we have done Adenta, and that can be verified. We've done Lashibi, that can be verified. Yesterday, we did Teshinungwa, that can be verified. Within this week, by close of week, we will move to Kumasi to tackle the Rage primary substation. These are big transformers. And we are moving away from the 20 kVAs to about 30 kVAs and above. And that tells you that we are really investing in the sector. But it takes a bit of time to realize the benefits of all the investments we are making.
Minister Ekasano, osina wotwe nko transformers akesi a me the video kire no 140 na omo eba planting nyina e wo Ghana. Omo ebe change sa transformers akesi nyina be 140. Osi de eye asempa wo bukrampo no say ye ko yenim no be bosumi ba akumi de transformers de me kire no be 2,400 na ewo ho a omo be sesa no wo Ghana potem bebre. In fact, okasa no ose oban kran sisi a se nipa bi dwen se obo a omo nyame to omutuom omo no mutuo ana se nipa bi wo Greeko ECG na so omo se aban ne etwa tora omo mra bonten beka oba bebi te se Adenta omo be change omo transformer omo ba bebi te se Lashibi omo change transformer no oba bebi te se eye Teshinungwa omo mo ti area hodi nyina no ye change omo nyina transformers ma and the kania ne ba ejina so o se next week na wotwa ye besimi eye otumfo se tutu asase so omo ba around eye Kumasi Rage area ho omo the transformers akese we bi e ba santimemu ama omo nkania be gina so next week o eye transformers ye de ba Kumasi enso en ko radio so Kumasi a ye nya nkwasiafo betete wo kase dum saba kwasiampanyi MPP e betena so mfie wotwe nkwasiafo de bi mo ntuma ankansi omo ni se omo nsesa transformers NDC aban se next week omo ba santimemu otumfo se tutu ni area Rage de dai wo ho omo the transformers akese e ba abesisa and transformers adada ema mo nkania no mo fridge ene mo ndwuma essay no omo the fridge akese transformers akese e ban kran Minister say so obi ti baby na oso omoboa enya de omo sesa transformer bia nipa ne mra bontene meka o see next week omo ba Kumasi areas eye capacity high capacity transformers access ni nyina omo be sesa ni nyina de bia na refi ho transformer we na meka ho asebo we bi na omo de Kumasi bebre. Sa transformers we no almost saba Kumasi abesisa transformers akese eye dan na branti abayewa ababawa maami penyini abesiriwa wudi wuji metia santiman radio so kase ena dum saba otwen umpeo yabesisa transformers ma Ghana nka ne gina na aso enye de mo ka no ena aban ne betie o aban no eye Ghana fo nyina na to aban ma Ghana aban no en aban na hye Ghana fo bo se eba ye nyina mu nkane a omo be so ano ama sebe ye nka ne gina na aso inti enye wo MPP awo ena wo jandama wo yese dum so aba enfo bia ho eye nkane a wonsem na aban no edi hudwuma mumenko Kumasi minister ka bibi fa Kumasi eho mumenko tie.
The Ghana Grid Company is also preparing to commence critical transmission reinforcement works in Kumasi in June. And what we've decided is that we should allow the World Cup to pass. After that, we'll zoom in to do the transmission works. We're also working on some distribution lines, and advances will move to Kumasi this very week to commence work on the distribution lines. To further strengthen the system in Kumasi, Senate Energy Limited is airlifting a critical component which is expected to arrive here tomorrow and will be transported to Kumasi to further strengthen the generation network in partnership with Gridco. And so let me assure you that we are confronting both immediate disruption and long-term structural weaknesses within the ECG and NETCO operational areas. We inherited a challenge, but we are determined to address that challenge, like we did with the fuel issue, with the generation issue, with the IPPs, and all the other hydra-headed problems that we encountered.
Minister Kasano say, Mamka be binchre Ghana for a year, the watch besimi, a critical a year machine, ana a year component omode edi eye injimukane ahonsem no omo betam ebe bedru amom de akwa santimemu na o say omo be bibi eye asantimemu no omo bibi am friend critical transmission reinforcement the omo be say from June after World Cup because omo pese sebio nipa bi hwe ball na sebio eye World Cup no ekoso na nkania no omo fixe machines wo asantimemu eye transformers no na nkania dundum to omo say June omo the reinforcement omo the machines akese ba santimemu na right after World Cup no machines a uhu no omo the mu akese ba generators akese transformers akese be hihye santimemu ama yenkania na ano ago a sebio emu ayemre etese eye de MPP General Secretary be memu no sa eye transformers ni nyina be ma yenkania na emu aye din sa eye transformers na sebio capacity na kofoma ago a essensense nse what say ba omia baby no omo the transformers akese eba ema sebio yenkane no ebegina so etese mo sini bibi na okasa no o say ni nyina be koso no after World Cup na enimanim ha ya ne de they are going to do what we call distribution lines bi on be hu adwuma na distribution lines no cables ne light in humana sebi o hwato to chima no week di obo besim abetenetene ni nyina ansana June no yebo World Cup preview omo the machines tele akese no machines akese na aba ye Kumasi sebi o yenkane asem inti from June no wo Kumasi na won kane dundum na sebi o tie ma o so tie ase se wo kane no enye dede a wo be na be kire se kane na yenye because enye ono nkwa na oto aba. Inti started mu kania 10 hours 5 hours 6 hours atiase because sebio ya ma ye wan kire ye na ochina ye ndide inti sa upeo ye Ghana nkania enya ubu ebefu anaka sebia obeka anajo mahama bedi na tem ene bema ye nkania dwumadi a ye di ne ye jai ye be chisa ye transformers no ye bema nkane na gina na so inti bo wabosuom ye ready ye bedundum nkania na ye transformers ni ye onte nwase akomenhia na koka wasem otumfo kora tiase because under MPP and MPP for dum so Omo say otum for fridge otum for sebi obeka na obedwum. And otum for inside the fridge. At least our idea say aban no s such transformers. Emma sebio Ghana inyimu nkane ansam no ejina ne naso. Inti minister ka o say next week omo Kumase eye mo lines ni bi omo eye ye ni ye betenete no. Yedu mu kane aka wanu tum unim electricity adwuma ya nka electricity for school. Ubetuma sesa won kane ya nka wa ye. Inti yedu mu kane ye din na trem na enyina ya mmoa na enkyekere Ghana. Around June ho ye work up na ye machines akese ye bi kwa fira brochira sebio plane akese na ye ba ye be hyehyɛ na santimemu ama ye nka na ejina ne naso. Now minister eka bibi fa ECG to publish regional updates.
Given the situation, I've also directed the MD for the Electricity Company of Ghana to provide regular and timely updates to the public on areas that will be affected. We will not shirk responsibility. We will not deceive you. When I briefed the president told me to be honest and transparent. Yes, this unfortunate incident leaves a gap, and so it will affect some people. And so ECG, under the management of Engineer Julius Pekwena, have been publishing regional updates. And in collaboration with the Ministry of Information, we're even going to make it more available for everybody to see what is happening. But because it is fluid, because it's not like the regular load shedding, where you are aware that for a foreseeable period of time, you cannot restore power. We cannot do weekly publications. In fact, engineers are working around the clock. Within this week, they are pushing to restore all the plants back online. And so we can only provide you with a very short interval period. Indeed, this morning, we published a schedule for 6 o'clock to 6 p.m. That's 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. This afternoon, they've had to review it because one more plant is come on with about 140 megawatts. And so we would not live in denial. When we face challenges, we would tell Ghanaians. We know that, like me, every Ghanaian wants to enjoy uninterruptible supply of power. But I also do know that Ghanaians also appreciate it when we have genuine challenges that is not caused by policy failure or intentional. We will be honest with you, but we'll also tell you what we are doing to address the situation. And we have since been doing that right from the day I visited the plant and all the periodic updates that we've been providing. Let me also state clearly that disasters of this nature are neither predictable nor entirely preventable. And even in advanced countries, sometimes they face challenges. However, what remains within our control is the speed, the coordination, the honesty, and the determination with which we respond to these challenges.
Minister, Kasan, or say, Obeso catch a Ghana for Onfa Bibian Zubia, a ba a ye in Munkania, once and summer, and yadi diagro. Or say, a man for ka, na timetable, or say, way, or say, Netia, ECG, Ucom website, regional timetable, but the money at dinner say, ye change transformer ewo kaneshi na sebio ye change transformer ewo bubuashi na bubuashi transformer no sebio ye ntumi anwie insuo to anase fault bia ba ye ntumi an connect a eye den na oma timetable say bubuashi ebedum mukania no 2 ni aso no 3 no. What is happening is say because of the work in bia bebrebe ayeye no they have regional timetables which is general. Now the probability is that sometimes come to make us a kania we bedum so endum if we say ebi adwuma na omo ye no sa eye transformer we hu no na ebi asa adwuma no aye short ebi so ha they don't expect to say adwuma no be 3 hours and 4 days na adwuma no 4 days enti you cannot give definite into way any load shedding way any dum so way a technical job omo ya we have to understand say they need to be very careful. It is a dumu kania and yes, I deliberate. Yankomo, a load shedding timetable. No, and anything I'll say ECG for Socom website, Facebook, BBR, Ashanti region, Abia area way from 6 o'clock to 7 p.m. Yebedumu kaniano, a transform a juman omoye. Ombet me we ebo also to me 3 days. Ebo ombet me we no mam kania about 2 days. You need to understand. And ye BBR dum so when you say yes, sir. Now Abia Mumubino. Ejuma ECG for ya mo shada hu how dangerous it is. Ma menchro transformer ni bi no mo ye hu adwune bi nie Say, we are Ghana ni na oto ka say, yedi mekania na transformer no, transformer keke mutumi hye kwase ampanyi wo pro. Ko electrical school de ko busom say, transformer yedi so fridge, so obetuma asoma. Some of the transformers e bi nie. E bia munim de mo ka ho asem. Transformer we and about and no more testy. We transformer back. Now transformer ne ma na make sure on the video no. Oje se obetime gina ho ya side we. We transformer back. Young where starlet. It would kwasi at radio so na transformer almost sa na almost sa transformer na mama yehu we dey say transformer dey nka we be see one wa chichira buotoruwa. Fruit of the loom draws a show and a transformer there when anka 2 days nanka watch nanka ye de yan like kania usimu gire se latobi okwashi ni a ojeje kwans wo pipe ano munnim nyansa mo betena radio so a chire mo chire Ghana for so hwe edwuma na nkofo na ye wo papa kan ho anka wo beka se kania ne kwa me enso transformer ba nie wo transformer ba watija no we a transformer ne ba there omo air plant here na so omo disisi Ghana e change no way times 10 into ofui and opaya na near the abesi was ayewa near the kerosene gum near twaja tum na wenya kanea otwe. The job they are doing, we need to appreciate ejuma ECG ni Ghana government so let's not push anybody. And the minister was clear odino krechre mo say me medina ha mekeka nkwasa se mo nkyere mo meka kyere mo say I do so ni wo na ono say we are working on the transformers and Nipadodo omunam Ghana kire say dum saba they see the transformers being changed in their communities. Jimini Boapayo nkwasia politics no mo ye because obi wo ha on TikTok why na no say posena hwe so see a wiki mekoto light 1,000 abofunu adefun bia behu no kromi abeso to bi yusu Jimmy ukọ na ukọ wuro store where the fache me na menya advert ma otwe oba no aploge Jimmy foko krom ko kurasiko busa so moto kane 1,000 a nkurasifo mo bankran mo nhwe mo ho mo bra mo pese mo creating page se mo nyesika enso mo amutuwe yade mo kwaji gare oro nka eno ano no ejimi fo nkurasifo use the platforms the opportunity you have gotten to educate the people na mo debia mo sa baller for na mo nam Ghana nkurasifo nya teteka bi twitwitwu Ghana nkurasifo boys na mo TikTok jimi na yemo because yenya enkofo mo fa mo toma mo nti mo adwene yemo se mo ba. But we are going to explain to the people. We are going to break it down. Jabeman kofo hu no kore no Ghana ni bia yedumu kane bia there is a reason tia yedumu kane. And John Mahama will not listen to Obi Okase. John Mahama banti dum so aba nobody cares. The major thing is to fix all the light issues. And this government is fixing the light problems. ECG honsam wa ha Minister Eka Semi Efa restoration ene nkane honsam.
Fellow Ghanaians, as minister responsible for the energy sector, my foremost desire and objective is to ensure that every Ghanaian and every part of our country enjoys a stable, reliable, and uninterruptible power supply for economic activity and social activity. This has been the focus of our effort since assuming office, and we have not relented on that effort. This unfortunate and unprecedented disaster, which I have never witnessed, has resulted in the temporary curtailment of power from our largest generation source, the Akosomo Dam, leading to severe power challenges not witnessed in recent times. Let me state, and I state humbly, to all those affected by this situation, I wish to assure you that I deeply empathize with you and I share your frustration and discomfort in this trying moment. We never anticipated this. We never saw it coming. We've never witnessed it. It's challenging, but we would rise above this challenge. Let me assure you that government, working through all relevant sector agencies, have responded with urgency and coordination. Our engineers have since remained on site. Some of them have stayed there for 3 continuous days without leaving site, working around the clock under very, very extreme and difficult conditions to restore operations. It has been hard work. It has been determination. When I visited the dam site and received a briefing, it was very challenging. Others thought that it was not going to be possible. But I'm pleased to inform you today that through emergency technical interventions and sheer determination, the first generation unit was successfully restored yesterday. This afternoon, as I was about preparing to come for this briefing, I received confirmation from the acting GridCo MD and the VRA MD that the second unit has also been brought and is generating power. I've also been reliably informed that the third unit is undergoing works and that it will be brought on as soon as possible. When we bring on the third unit, it then paves the way that the new technology, the innovative technology that they've never used following this incident has proven to be successful. Then they will bring on
Minister Nekasano say, Okache Ghana for wa wakani edundum wa sebio sa eye ejuma omudi sebio akosomwa ejatomi ama onyome bi aka echiri no say ode eye ahobrase ene akomapa e ka kire wo say eye sebio uyiye yo sebio eye wo a sebio ye ko enim no obenyina kanea sebio ejina ne naso a ebetuma boa ama odi wudwuma enti ena sebio owa na ose okache Ghana fo nyina se enye bo apayo enye se aban na body trimu po se obedum nkanea we nye dum so we ye ade a omoye ede aboa ahye Ghana nkanea nsemu kena ama ye nkanea ejina ne naso ose de eye ne de ema onya ede eye areshimu ne se eye akosomo ahyiye se bi obi bese generator ba miensa ene jatomu ose ECG fo no ehye ne bo ehye Ghana fo bo se sa generators a ejatomu no baotwe baako a ekwei omotumi ama mienu ebu ejuma na ose ewie krampa obe press conference no na baako aka no so omugusu a omuye ejuma na otwe be ndabe enan ne enumi ECG fo krom akosomu a omugina omo na so ehwe se onka ne abegina so no obeye press conference yi na omo da ho a omunko fie ose owarehye mu se Ghana fo se bi omugidi amowo ewo NDC aban mu ene de monitu a yendi njamo a enkanea generators transformers a yesesa mwankasa muhu no ose gidi a munya ewo aban mu no ode ahobrase ene nokore ena ode be make sure say yenkanea sam ejina ne naso ose momfa komapa sebio eye opebre mu de insukombede na obrepa inso beba ama yenyina no yakoma atoyeyem kanea na omo hyehye no omo de akomapa nokore ene sebio pepepeyo ena omoboa ama Ghana nyirim kanea ejina ne naso wei ene John Jinapa ohwe enkanea ene nkanea ho nsem so Ghana eye John Dramani Mahama eyi no se ondi enim na kakra ye hui ene videos a yahwe ene transformers a ende Ghana fo eni ehu no yema of my way eye ekwan ye de akomapa na ye ti ase se enimenim ye de ye ho be kire kakra na sebio dachi ene enda edi enim no eno ene yebete de enti o say obianka na komanto ne yem enkanea ne de sebio omobo mo homoden se obianka ne abegina na so na yesukura yeja hem sebio ende no ena yehu ni se nwomemu ayeden ewon kanea sem be free se ye change transformers na enche eye abefo infidi a ye de aba ebe hye ye kanea no mu nsensema emu ejina ne naso no o wahwe arehyebu se akosomo nsem esie a kire se sa abefo infidie a ano odin eboama nkanea nsem ejina ne naso no ebedi dwuma ama ye nyina no sebio yeni age se oman Ghana emba enti de okache Ghana fo nyina ne se memo bi na ada o ye nyina ni tua ena woni tua so a ye ndi nyawo se oya Ghana ni na wutie minister we na wuhu ahobrase na wuhu nokore a odidi ne dwuma obabusa ho se na nsemu MPP foi na omo ye mmoa ena omo di yeso ana imbre bi baaye ye nya minister bi na nkanea no edum yenso na senia one Ghana fo kasa ye edi yatam ewo TV so no obebusa ho say adenti na nipa na adwene ye adwuma ebe pia bonte se okoto aba ma MPP ni every say ohwe MPP na ohwe NDC a utum say clearly MPP fo ne ye moa omonte amamu ase na NDC fo no ahobrase ene odo ene nokore a ye de kekere man no eno ena omosua efri omopanyin odi omanim ho imbre bi baaye yenya eho energy minister debusa ne say nkania ne dum na wasem ne sen ensama ehwene kese ka kire ni.
And we are still experiencing doom so.
Nobody has said we haven't. I've promised you that we are going to work on it. And it's not a work that is a single event. It's a process. And we'll continue to work on it for the energy sector to become better.
Have you heard of calls for a timetable?
Ask those who want it to bring it.
And we are still experiencing doom so.
Nobody has said we haven't. I've promised you that we are going to work on it. And it's not a work that is a single event. It's a process. And we'll continue to work on it for the energy sector to become better.
Have you heard of calls for a timetable?
Ask those who want it to bring it.
And we are still experiencing doom so.
We MPP Napo Energy Minister Okache say Yanfo yakwasi yanko no a ono menhia eno di MP Ghana for yanka ne aduma one de mfa no ho ahantan enimtia kese pesamunkumnya ene nkwase akeka MPP ende inwan we akogina enchen ka kire say yentam Ghana momo ahantan abetire ehwene kese enkwase akeka ne mfuom nyoma na MPP be ye kire na ende yenya energy minister in the name of Jinapo John akire say ye de nyansa ahombrase ene somoman Ghana for mamu yentie eye azan atroa efri MPP ho enkania ne ho adwuma NDC ye enche bibia be fine na onyame nim se wodi akomapa esom a onyame so etonsupa eguso ye be se hia ochena na Ghana nsam ye dwudwom ne akirechirem ama wiase nyina ehu de yekọ midin e de Kevin Kobedu Taylor me ena medi dwuma de wo chia me omo obobo mechi dom no from the Ghost team omo ene kosere nsam no edigu eye mabetiri se membra na me medwudwom enchirechiri magana fo ehu de yekọ chanchan hene otumfo osedi to da hye ne me okira ye hia na sebio yahwe abom enwumbre onyame nhirawo ene onyame so enhira me na mpenifo ka asem bi se sebio oya akora ne etufo no ante a abo atwe ene how have a wonderful night, be good.
Yo, we are best fishermen. No, no answer my. I watch it. You will for Belgium. It was a Belgium. It was two Belgium. Why you why round what? Why you why round what? Why you why round what? Why you super why round what? It was for Belgium. It was two Belgium. Why you why round what? 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 Every papa no, what one is the motto? 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 Why round what? Why you why round what? I watch it. Original. I will go for Belgium. I want me to Belgium.